A long time ago, way back in the day before disco had to die, there was a sound that was going around that made Eric Fitzpatrick go wild. He was just a little G, had to sneak into the club. But that funk music wasn't the only thing that Eric loved. North, east, south, west, black girls everywhere. That jungle fever is why Eric lost his hair. Miami got him down to Memphis, Tennessee. If you're fixing for some race mixing, that's where you wanna be. Just a young potato, trying to work it out in the hood. And for a little old Irish boy, he's doing pretty good. He's getting all those numbers of all those beautiful Nubian queens. Mr. Fitzpatrick's getting all up in their weave. North, east, south, west, black girls all around. If you a bad soul sister, then Fitzpatrick's on the prowl. Gary, Indiana to Montgomery, Alabama. Black girls on the town, black girls all around. You know Eric's down. Then one night when he's out with the boys eating Popeyes after the club, when a fight broke out with a bunch of girls, then Eric fell in love. He picked up a weave so romantically and then put it back on her head. He said, girl, why don't you ditch that basketball American and come home with me instead? North, east, south, west, black girls all around. Eric won't discriminate, he loves all the chocolate towns. New Orleans, Atlanta, even Tallahassee. Eric doesn't seem to mind if you're a little bit trashy. But things aren't always easy, even for a straight up pimp. Now he's found his queen Latifah, now he's a one-woman simp. So then came the day that he had to say that he wants to settle down. So he asked her mom for her hand in marriage, cause her daddy's not around. North, east, south, west, black girls in outer space. Fitzpatrick's caramel baby's about to dilute the whole white race. It's Pluto, your anus, Eric's Milky Way. He's acting like an Oreo with all those ebony babes. Black girls on the town, black girls all around. You know Eric's down. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Oh my goodness.
It's happened. It's really happened.
Can you believe it? We're back. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, just different kind of intro, whatever. Just let me get you guys on the screen here so I can see all your beautiful words.
I know, I'm like so happy. Not gonna cry.
No, look, we missed all you guys for sure. Of course, before we get into...
Oh, Mike is fussing. Is that me or you?
That would be, well, oh my God. It wouldn't be, this if we didn't start off this way. On that note, one sec. I'm going to play another song. So we'll be right back then to figure all that out. It won't take long. I promise you.
Derek said it's good.
It's good? Well, we'll see. Is it? Because I
Maybe
will.
I just don't talk. I don't know.
It's better now. Well, anyways.
I don't know.
I knew I should have done a quick recording test and just to listen back and to see, because we're just, I don't know. Anyways, I just did a level check.
Oh, level.
Just a level check. Anyways, look. Yes, the last song was a Cousin Joe. He was supposed to come back, but I didn't see that he came back. Not that I've been paying as much attention as I used to, but I would have noticed that. Anyways, I did that because he hated the song All Star, because everybody always donated to him as a joke back in the day. And so I did that for him years ago. And now the guy from All Star goes and dies, apparently, I believe.
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. What did I say?
The guy from Us.
Oh, well, whatever. That guy from Shrek. Everyone apparently
Yes, Shrek.
is the most memorable. Let's see here. Who's trying to come back here? Who was I talking about there? The guy from Smash
Cousin
Mouth?
Joe.
Oh, Cousin Joe. Oh, he's...
Thank you, JJ.
Whoops.
It was a little
Thank you,
rusty.
JJ's. No, look, it's all good, You got look, you got to do what you got to do, as we've just experienced the last few months,
Yeah.
So, anyways,
We had it sometimes.
we'll talk about that in a second, though. But
Okay.
yeah, we don't need to get right into that.
Oh.
There's all kinds of stuff like that. But regardless, yeah, the guy from Smash Mouth apparently died today.
I know. We
And-
just watched The Life and Times of Mr. Smash
Like a
Mouth.
week ago, we just watched the rise and fall,
And he died.
and he died. I think we killed him,
I think we did.
so you're welcome. Because he died, and the comments weren't very nice right away. I looked at some of the comments of these news stories, and it was just like, the first comment I read was, "Good, that band sucked." It's like, wow. Seems a little harsh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, so there
He
you
had a
go.
little lucky.
But
problem.
it seems like, we don't want to just come back. Like, we did a show when Davey died just
Right.
because I felt like I had to, and, so we don't want to be nothing but death and despair. But, the truth be it, is that my dad passed away a few months ago, and then, your dad passed away a few weeks ago, and, it's been a little overwhelming.
I don't know.
And, yeah, so...
But we're back in here.
But we're back here, and we don't want to, get all into gloom and doom. But there is one more thing, and I hope I don't know the details because I've been completely out of the loop. This is the lovely assistant just telling me this. The same day, basically, her dad died. Larry from Maryland, I think, died.
Yes.
This is what the rumor was, and that was really that was rough. So I unmodded everybody, and yeah. In honor
And
of
honor
Larry. Yeah. Anyways, JJ Stoners, welcome to the Dead Parent Club. It sucks. Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
My mom died when I was pretty young, 20-some years ago, and then my dad died recently, and yeah. But we won't be, we won't be losing her mom, though, because she cannot die.
Right.
Anyways.
No. Not right.
Anyways, there's all the best to Kathy, if
Absolutely.
if that's that was anyways, words, it's hard, like it's to know what to say when you don't
Right.
really know someone, but you've kind of hung with them for a while. It's very odd. Anyways, that was pretty weird, and all the best to Kathy and her family. Yeah, so on that note, that's part of the reason why we've been kind of, not been around. In some ways, I just needed a break, to be honest, from the show. It's a lot of work putting this on and making things for the show, because I like to pride myself in...
I've been trying to get him to do a
In-
show.
I wasn't planning on doing a show tonight. I was sitting around, twiddling my thumbs, doing fuck
Exactly.
all. I
You're
was
welcome.
wallowing in our own self-pity. you
You're
know.
welcome.
And she goes, "Well, we're doing this show tonight," and she hasn't said that to me in months. And so I just like,
He
what?
said,
No, when when the guy from Smash Mouth died, and I looked at the comments, and the first comment was good. They sucked. I felt like, well, we probably should do a show tonight. That'd be I don't know. That motivated me for some reason, even though we're not going to be talking about that too much tonight. Anyways, look, there's lots of stuff, but one thing we have to we miss seeing you in the rhinestone tuxedo. Well, that'll be for trivia. We'll get trivia going again and games.
Yay.
Don't worry, that's
I
going to
hope
happen.
so.
Oh yeah, we will. But
Yay.
I was wearing that out to gigs actually,
It was.
because I had I actually had a pretty good summer of playing gigs, and took my little guy to Newfoundland to do family stuff, because not to get into it too much, but you guys know, or if you used to listen and paid attention or whatever, I was adopted, and I have family over in Newfoundland, and so I took the little guy over there to hang with them, and that was a great week, and it was awesome. Yes, rest in peace, Davy Crocco, for sure, guys. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, that's the thing about getting older. In a way. I mean, it's gonna happen. Unfortunately, if it's not you, it's them. If it's not you, it's everybody else. I don't know, but by the time you get to be as old as dirt, I don't know. Anyways, look, guys. I know it's been a long time, and there are just some things I know you guys have missed. And believe me, eventually the music will return, original music for God knows what. But
Right.
anyways, that will happen. But in the meantime, I know you guys have been wondering about someone that still very good friends with. See him quite a bit. He actually dropped another new pair of shoes off to me. The one, and I appreciate that, Mr. Pettypaw. The one and only Mr. Pettypaw.
Folks, I have
Everybody.
the work boots out. See them? Lovely work boots. Somebody gave them to me. The Codas. They're great work boots. And we have a beautiful Labor Day weekend train coming down the track. Choo choo! It's Sunday evening, which is the 3rd day of September. Howdy, amigo! Beautiful train. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lovely locomotives. Stuff for a wonderful wallboard. Stuff for Pop. 2 for Pop. 3 for Pop. Boy, you're big as Pop. 4, 5. More wallboard stuff. 6, 7.
But they're
more
empty.
wallboard stuff. 8, 9. Real great assortment. 10, 11. Colorful one. Blue. 12, 13, 14.
Wait, we should have taken bets to see how many trains there were going to be. I'm saying there's it's a minute and 30 seconds, and we're 50 seconds in. I'm guessing there's going to be, 25?
I'm 32.
32? You say 25. I say 25, you say 32. Okay, let's go.
More pop stuff. 15, 16. Bleach, liquid. 17, 18, 19. More bleach. 20, 21.
I was way low.
22. We're very colorful. 23.
said you
Brand
are.
new one. 24.
No, just some of them.
25. 26.
Some.
27. Let new one. 28. 29. 30. 31.
Well, you're definitely closer.
32.
Oh my god! One second.
Lovely.
You got 32. Oh my god! You nailed it. 32.
I know my trains.
You know your trains. Very nice. The lovely assistant, everybody. That's great. Can you imagine?
Oh,
Look at that. Wow. That's very impressive. Very impressive.
I'll take
Look
that.
at that. Oh, live on the air. Just knocking it out of the park.
Nailed
Very great. Yes, there you go. Oh, the cats are coming around to hear that. Oh,
I can hear your bell.
oh we're going to have a bell off, are we? Oh. Okay.
The cats are going
Yeah,
crazy.
look at that.
Too many bells.
Beautiful. Don't get into the whiskey, kiddies. Jeez, Louise. I better put it back over on this table. God dang. The last thing you want is drunk cats. Yeah. So that was Mr. Pettypaw there.
Beautiful.
And
See
it's
it going down by
32.
Francis Bend, just down the highway here.
Mm-hmm.
So we wish you all the best. God bless. Happy Labor Day week to y'all. Bye.
Yes, indeed. Happy Labor Day weekend. Indeed.
It is Labor Day
Yeah.
for a few more.
few more hours. Yeah, so that's what Mr. Petty Paw's been up to. You know, just kind of, doing the thing. Hey, Willie, how's it going? Yeah, so that's what Mr. Petty Paw's been up to. Oh my God, when I was over in Newfoundland, my little brother took me over to this like punk show. Oh my God, it was amazing. I was highly inebriated, and I could still stand up somehow though. But oh my God, it was just this wall of sound. And there was almost nobody there. It was so great.
You're punking out.
Oh, I was just standing there. I was not headbanging or anything. That's no.
I heard your son does that.
What, he headbangs?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean, that's what kids like to do, you know. When I was his age, that's what I like to do.
Jeez.
Did you go see Thrush Hermit? Michael B says Thrush Hermit. Jeez, Louise. There you go.
That's a throwback.
I did see Thrush Hermit 27 years ago. I don't know, 1990 something on the.
Joe Plaskett played for
Joel
Thrush.
Plaskett did play in Thrush Hermit, a band that probably only Michael B. and myself and you and maybe if Steve McIntyre happens to be
Right.
listening to it, or Buddy Burns. That's hilarious, Thrush Hermit. Yeah, saw them at the grounds in front of King's College. Not NASCAD at the time. It would have been King's University.
By the
yeah, well, but it was right on Spring Garden Road. Remember when King's College, there was a building right on Spring Garden
I
Road?
don't.
Well, there
I'm
was.
too young.
Oh.
Just joking.
Too young to remember.
Too young.
Hobo
It's
Chili
fun
went to
like
see
that.
Sublime and Slightly Stupid this Saturday. Cool. Wow, that's wait, Sublime. How are they still going? Who's filling those boots? Didn't the singer die? I mean, I know he did. I'm saying I don't need to ask the question. I know he overdosed.
Well, that was funny. Didn't the singer die?
Let me see here. What else is going on in the world? Anywho, oh my God, someone posted this. It was or reposted, I should say. This is,
Posted.
we'll wait for a little bit to get into any of the controversial stuff and what's going on in the country. But I don't know. I mean, I don't. Okay, here's the thing. Since we've left, YouTube has been ruined. First off, I think we're the only ones left on YouTube.
Right.
Everybody else is on some other.
We know.
Everybody else is on some other platform
Right.
that I find weird and scary.
Right.
No, I don't. I just don't go. I mean, still don't know how to do the
Good luck
restream.
to us. Did not get canceled today.
Yeah, so I was even surprised the stream even allowed us to go back and find something at the Disco Jewish Bear or something. But
No.
anyways, AI's taken over, and it's shit, right? There's like, I used to like watching all these cop, all these cop body cam videos, and it's ridiculous now. Even the narration for all of them is all AI. It's bullshit. And now I used to, when I'd see someone putting their face on the narration
Right.
of these videos, I used to be like, oh God, that's so tacky. Just play the videos and narrate over it or whatever.
Right.
But now I'm grateful because
You're begging for
I'm begging to make
real
sure that it's a real person. I want, somewhat
No way,
confident.
but little.
But now you can't
AI
even.
for you.
No, well, I mean, I can't get around it. If I want to watch police body cam videos, if I want to watch action. But then the AI is taking over the most, the things you would think that couldn't be taken over by AI
Right.
have been, and
Really?
it's exactly, and it's taken just some random people to call it out. Thank you, Shannon, for reposting this on Twitter. I refuse to call it whatever the fuck else it
Your
is.
new friend?
Yes, my new friend, yes, indeed. Well, I
Right.
wasn't new, but I mean. Anyways, so this is at the pool, and these, maybe you've seen this. I don't know. I haven't. This lifeguard apparently has been taken over by AI.
I had to get y'all to come here so y'all could see this for yourself. And these is my babies, my brown melanated babies. I had to put them to the side to show
I guess it's right in front of my face.
Well, sorry, I'm just the way she started. I missed that.
They're
when
brown babies?
brown melanated babies. Why would you say?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? This has nothing to do with this video.
One, they're not babies.
Well, no, they're not babies, but I mean, they're
know,
her
they're
babies.
brown
They're her
babies.
Your son is not a baby anymore, but yet you would consider him a baby. Your baby. Anyways, why would you say that's my brown melanated baby?
Weird.
Okay. It seems a little odd. Howdy, Paul. How's it going, man? Good to see you, sir. So, that has nothing to do with anything, but let's try to move on from that.
Right, that was very odd.
It's odd to me. I agree. Anyways.
Show them what you think you see ain't really real because they here watching this robot themselves. This a whole fucking robot is supposed to be a lifeguard. Look, she got eyes behind her lens, behind her eyeballs, and showing her what to see.
No. It's not. Well, of course it is.
Well,
What are you
that's
talking
why
about?
I'm so confused, because she looks real.
No, the more you watch, the more she acts like weird, and she possibly the lifeguard's on some kind of drugs. But you know, this is.
Well, the lifeguard
Let's
has
see.
a job. They gotta.
Let's see.
But she's a whole fucking AI.
The lifeguard has a job. Yes, they have to save the lives.
Exactly.
But let's.
She's the AI. Look at her. Everything you goddamn it think you see is real ain't real. Y'all
Confirmed.
My back baby's up safe.
Confirmed.
see it for yourself, don't you? Do y'all babies see this for yourself? It ain't real. I don't mean to put y'all on blast, but you protected.
Awfully hard to put an AI robot on blast. If it actually was an AI robot that she was attempting to put on blast, I'm pretty sure. Look, I've been at my friend's house and they've had Alexa, and we've tried to mess with Alexa, and Alexa is she's pretty firm, and she won't ever admit that she works for the CIA. So,
She's on it.
but let's see if there's any more proof.
I promise you, because we got the ancestors on our side.
Well, got her hand up.
Thank you.
It's a very advanced robot. The AI is coming fast.
I'm so confused.
Oh, baby! Oh, my
What is
God!
Well,
going
think about
on
it.
in
Think
her
about
mouth?
it. They have self-driving cars. Cars that can drive themselves. So why don't they have robots that can save the lives at the beach, right? Let's just do that.
No. That's not.
Well, look, do you know,
This is so weird to me.
this is why she's making the video. She's right. We don't want AI robots to be put in charge of saving the lives of our children at the pool. So this black
So-
lady, this melanated African American lady, is
Right.
pointing out that she's putting the AI robot on blast.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's a lady. It says, I'm so confused.
Let's see if we can gather any more proof to see if
It's so funny.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Fuck y'all and what y'all stand for and what y'all heard. Everything that we thought we seen ain't a goddamn truth. This is a motherfucking robot that's a goddamn lifeguard, and I'm finna turn around and let y'all see it and live and live in colors. This is a goddamn robot. Look.
I'm ready.
Look at her. Look at her movement.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get some.
This is a goddamn robot, y'all. This is supposed to be a lifeguard. This is supposed to be a lifeguard. God damn it. Look at the movement.
look at the movement.
Do you see what the fuck I see, goddamn.
Do you see what I see?
I don't know.
An
She's
AI
weird.
robot. Yeah, her movements are a little odd. 100%.
But I don't know if she's a robot.
Of course. They can drive their own cars all by themselves. And the cars now, you know, and the
Who? The black people?
No. Oh my God, we are going to get thrown off instantly. No.
Well,
What,
I don't know what you're talking about.
the self-driving cars. The
Yes.
technology for that is the same technology used in life-saving robots.
As this
This is it. Complete
lady
AI.
that is
She's put
a
this is-
robot.
This is who's going to save us from the
Oh,
AI.
sorry.
Yeah, this lady of
I'm so
Melanation.
confused.
This Lady Melanation is gonna save us from the AI robots. Come on, get it right.
Okay.
Anyways, yes, albeit that she did move a little
Can't you
oddly.
even swim?
Can't you, if it was a robot and it jumped in the water, everybody would just be shorted out.
I'm not talking
and-
about the robot.
Oh my god, wait now, Hobo donated some $5.
Haba Healy donated $5.
What's going on here now?
Happy to have you guys back. I'm sorry for your loss. Just remember where your family 27.
Oh, thank you, Opera.
Oh, thank you, Hobo. Very much appreciated it. And listen, you get up here now. I know you got business up here sometimes. Come visit, you know.
Yeah, we got a big old house.
Well, you know.
I'm not saying Beartaria's starting
Appreciate. Yeah, we're not starting Beartaria, yeah.
even though I'm obsessed with bears lately.
It's
Like,
true. And,
Literal bears.
Well, I mean,
Bears,
look.
They're in Alaska.
and because, you know, look, Dixie's still on vacation. He'll be
Right.
back very soon. He's just, you know, on vacation. I don't know. He wouldn't tell me where he was going.
Well,
but-
our son was talking about Dixie getting a raise. I don't know.
Getting a
there's-
raise.
I know there's.
Why would you need a raise?
I don't
Is he
know.
complaining or? Is
I
that...
know Dixie, he's supporting Dixie. He thinks Dixie needs a raise. I don't know.
Let's see here. Anyway, so I read some of the chat, but it's oh, hey, Toasty, and everybody. We missed you guys. Oh
We
yeah, the Bears.
did.
That's what I was gonna get onto, but before
The
that, we'll
Bears.
just remind everyone how much I missed them because it's nice to be back. You know, it was a lot of work and it burnt me out. I was done burned out. You know, but you know, it's been a while, so I got even though we would have been back sooner if there wouldn't have been
There was a
unforeseen
lot of stuff
deaths
going
and such. But you know, it's the way she goes. It's just the internet. You know, you guys will forgive us. Even though I know it's
so good to be back. So.
and I know you guys. It means even more to her. For all you guys to be
Aw,
around.
happy.
It's but on the bear note, we don't have
No bears.
Dixie's not around, but there are these bears, and apparently the bears that she watches in Alaska. These are like I don't want. This is awful to say they're real bears. Don't tell Dixie I said that. She's gonna come back so pissed.
There's usually 8 of them.
There's these bears in Alaska, these real bears, and they sit in these waterfalls. And there's 8 of them. People know their names and have I guess they have numbers for names, so that's kind of weird. But I guess this is someone defending or
The mama bear and the baby bear.
Okay, so let's see if we can see. It's a mama and a baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what the lovely system's been into lately. Bear stuff. Uh-oh. Someone was getting too close. He's backing off. Oh, the mom in the cover right there. I see them now. Oh, mama cub. Whoa, nice. Skinny mama cub. Up against big fatty. Wow, it's amazing how mama's like fuck around and find out.
Exactly.
Good job. Well, I mean, it shouldn't go yet.
But yeah, the
no, they're
bears
still-
live in harmony with the seagulls.
Yeah, how come the seagulls don't just get ripped apart by the bears? Anyways, there you go.
They're
So,
only interested in salmon.
yeah, it is fun watching them devour the salmon.
The salmon jump right in their mouths.
Pretty much.
Sometimes.
Pretty much. Okay, we'll get rid of that robot lifeguard too.
He's half so confused, and I'm still confused.
It's a person. It's not
Thank
a
you.
robot.
Thank you.
Just a
I think I get it.
Super cool fun trip.
the Jewess. Look at that perfect timing for a palate cleanser.
The Jewess donated $5. You are both so loved and adored. I'm so grateful that you're both well and that we have you back. Yeah, I am a selfish Jew. Lol, love you both.
Aw, thank you, James.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I mean, at the same time, she gives $5. Thank you very much. She says she's selfish. That's very odd.
Which is not what's going on.
Kind of an oxymoron.
Right.
But no, we love
Thank
you,
you.
Jewish. Thank you, Jewy, so much. Yeah. So you've been watching bears, and you've been watching some animals from Africa.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Animals too.
It's very cool, you know.
Side note, elephants have huge.
Nah, no, whoa. Yeah, big surprise. Elephants are huge anyway, so I mean, it's gonna.
But 3 feet. Whoo! That's big.
Yes.
But
Elephants,
yeah, elephants
wild.
are interesting. Giraffes are very tall. Oh my god, the poor giraffes drinking water.
Watching a giraffe try to get down to drink water is so awkward. It can't be as awkward as it looks. Uh-oh. You think? Bless you. Oh, my goodness. Bless you.
Sorry.
Indeed. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have been following the Burning Man thing. That's been awesome.
It's crazy.
It's been hilarious from the start. It was amazing, even before people got there, with the cops busting, with the protesters protesting the climate change at Burning Man, and I don't know. The whole thing just seems ironic and slash, psyop to me. I don't know what to fucking say, but whatever. Climate protesters and then fucking rain. They get rained out.
They sure did.
Anyways,
Rain.
the Ebola. Yeah, who knows? I think the Ebola thing was bullshit because people were overreacting to the fact that they were just,
Wasn't their head in a bucket? What does that mean?
Whose head in the bucket?
I don't know.
That was a whole other video I was
Oh.
talking about. That was a police body cam video that I was like, well, I'll watch that later without you. Basically, that's what I was saying.
I was like, damn, Burning Man, they going crazy.
Yes, Burning Man would have gone crazy if there was
Heads
heads
in
in
a
a bucket. It was some police cam video that it said the
Nothing
moment
to
the police
do.
found a head in a bucket, and I think I just mumbled under my breath like, that's all. I'll watch that without you.
Nothing
No.
to do with Burning Man. I guess that's how rumors get started.
At
so
100% is, hey,
I
Al, what's up, Al?
apologize. Nobody listens to me.
Well, they do,
Oh,
actually.
damn it.
You know,
Well, cancel that. There was no heads
They
in the
list- when-
bucket.
when you got a mic in front of you, I'll tell you something. They listen to you.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
So, anyways, and we've been watching the Burning Man, people leaving Burning Man, and it's just like 9/11. They were told not to leave, but these actually Burning Man are smarter than the people in most of the 9/11 towers that didn't leave
It's
because Burning Man, they were told not to leave. Some of them, a good chunk of them left
yeah.
when they could. Fair enough, I would too.
Yeah,
But
they were
9/11,
told, "Do
not so
leave."
much. No, I'm sure there was. I think there was some. There was some survivors in 9/11, unlike other major historical events. But you know who we have missed lately is a friend of the show who we've never actually met or spoken with in person, although I have reached out.
It'd be so fun if he gets in touch.
I have my doubts.
Man.
Because this gentleman, Mr. Duke Marsh,
Right.
is too busy. He does too many things. We've been watching his videos just earlier today, and the man, he plays live. He goes on
That's
walks, bike rides, recording, editing. The man does so many things.
Busy.
Unironically, I say this. He's a man of many talents. And here's one of his newer music videos that he's produced called Then I'll Be Tired of You. So, sometimes we like to be like a music video station, where we kind of talk things up and be like, hey, here's the new Duke Marsh single. It's called Then I'll Be Tired of You, coming at ya,
Coming at
live now, on direct. Any second now, see you. Where he'll stare you right in the eyes and make love to you with his piano.
Oh, sorry.
What did you do?
I'll be tired of you when stars are tired of gleaming, when I am tired of dreaming.
Joints from heaven.
Look how happy she is. I forgot to give her her stash of joints before the show. I rolled like 6 of them, and I didn't give them to her. And yeah, don't smoke them all at once, please.
Speaking of that. Oh, do I go with the joint or the cigar? I have a cigar. Anyways. We'll wait for the second half of the show.
Are these all for me?
They're all for you, baby. They're all for you. Look, don't look at the camera like Duke, though. You might scare people.
Then I'll be tired of you. This I know is true. When winds are tired of blowing, when grass is tired of growing, then I'll be tired of you.
Careful there now, that lyric. What about sod? What about the fake grass? AstroTurf, that never grows. The lyric was.
By you saying that, I just thought of something of a Duke.
What about Duke?
Remember the lady
Yeah.
that was singing the wrong words?
Mm-hmm.
That was very fun.
Oh yeah. Oh what song?
Oh. Guys, give me a second. Actually, I should probably find that.
I just thought of it.
Yeah, I should probably find that. But what video was that? Let's see, don't tell me.
Say, because if you say it, then you ruin the joke, I guess. Does it say the name of the song, or is it just? I think this is it here. We just watched it in 6 minutes long.
All of me,
Yeah.
why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? So wonderful.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
This drove me nuts. You know, oh my god. Here we go. Everybody knows, you know.
You are.
Yeah.
There we go. They just ended. This is,
Oh, yeah.
so this is Duke and Robbie Bartlett, this lady, here. So, they were doing a duet of the great song written by Dennis Wilson, the Beach Boys there. Hey, B Smiley, what's up? And everybody, I'm sorry if I miss anyone that I'm not saying hi to. There's, you know,
We say
but
hi to y'all.
everybody. But look here, we got here one of the more famous songs, I would say, of the, 20th century. You Are So Beautiful, right?
All right.
Written by one of the Beach Boys, Dennis Wilson, my favorite of the Beach Boys, just because of his
We have
spirit.
a little war because Carl is my favorite.
I get it. You know, look, obviously Brian was the most talented, but
Meh.
nonetheless. But Dennis and
Meh.
the spirit. But he
Meh.
did this song, and so they're redoing it. But there's a problem. Words are hard.
Oh yeah.
And now, Duke and Robbie with the Grand Old Classic by Dennis Wilson. You Are So Beautiful. Take it away, guys, please and thank you.
You are so wonderful to me. You are so wonderful to me.
I don't know if you caught that, but the song is called "You Are So Beautiful."
Right.
It's
Not one.
not wonderful. You know, "Wonderful Tonight," great song by Eric Clapton, but that's not it. So that's a little odd. Must have been just a mistake first couple times.
Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so wonderful to me.
Oh my god, what is going on? It's so...
She's so wrong.
Great voice. She can sing very lovely. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious. Oh, let's see here. You are so consumable. Whoops. Oopsie. But when I say, that Duke is a man of many moods, here's just Duke
Favorite parts of the Greenway.
driving around on his bike.
Why is it part of my favorite? Because it's all downhill to begin with. Here we go.
Let's go, Duke. It's his own music, obviously, the soundtrack. Here he goes on his bike. God bless. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a drone.
But does the drone just follow him above him? Because most of these shots, this one looks like it's on his camera, on his helmet, fine. But this, what is this? What is this black magic AI? Is it the same technology that with the robot and the self-driving cars? Yeah, impressive.
If you ever get them out, lost them. What's better than
You can't. Duke's not the kind of guy that's gonna come on our show. We can't get him. We could only hope. Anyways, that's Duke and his crazy technology. Thank you indeed. But one more thing though, I gotta say, he plays "Summertime" on the piano, a real piano, and it sounds actually beautiful. But Duke can actually, when he's playing with a rock band here, and
tickle the actors?
he can tickle the ivories amazingly. But on another instance here, he's playing in a rock band, basically, with the saxophone.
Ooh.
And wait till you hear Duke go for it. Here's Duke. One more thing for Duke, and then we'll move on. Oh, they're just going right into his solo. I like it. That's the sexy saxophone. Take it away, Duke. There's the many moods. The many moods of Duke Marsh. I actually do love it. I do love this jam, actually. Indeed. There we go. Many talents, that Duke Marsh. For sure. Indeed.
Do you have any clips of you played?
No, I didn't get any clips of me playing this summer, but for Ready for Tonight.
Oh, okay.
I do. There's some clips. But yeah, I'll get that for
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow or something. We'll play that if we...
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see about guaranteeing back to regular routine. This is a very last minute thing, but probably will propel it to regular thing. I don't know, to a regular thing. Anywho, let's see here.
We can do it.
We'll take a quick break. And when I say quick, I mean so quick that I'm just going to play what I did. Let's see here. Today, because I did this a long time ago, I should say, but see where I put it is the question. Oh, where do things go now? I don't even know. let's see here. You'll have to forgive me. Most forgiveness, please.
Never.
You know, we have a very good friend named Jonathan
Sorry.
Andrews, and I know you guys love. Let's see here. Love the Beatles. I'm
Well,
joking.
yeah.
But I know we do. But anyways, here's just a little something that
Thank you. But
that I put together today, and you know, we'll be right back. This is my claymation with Jonathan Andrews whistling the Beatles. I just threw this together before the show. Enjoy.
There you go. Enjoy. Yes, art.
Very good.
Stevie J says, indeed.
we got so much clay around. It's awesome.
Yes.
So
They're probably, and I'm gonna move. I had to move the table back in here so I can move all the records to the other side of the room,
right.
and so that will happen.
We have so many records. It's making our house fall down.
Well, it's
It's leaning.
This room definitely.
They're heavy.
There's a little lean in that room, and it's not good. Anyways, that's beside the point. Anywho, so that was a nice little palate cleanser. Anyway, so look, tell Just Francis I'm coming for him. he messaged me like like a few weeks ago or whatever, and said he missed me. It was funny. Yeah.
You guys are sick.
Paul says intro to Baby Snakes. Wow, yeah, fair enough, eh? That I never thought of that, but that does have vibes of Baby Snakes. The connection's fucking up again, is it? Okay, well, 1 second here. Better or worse? Let's see. Hobo would like to debate him again. I don't think he wants to debate. Let's see here. Just let me know if the mic's still going there or whatnot. If it's still working up. It's just the extreme close-up. Yes, it was awful. So, let's see here. What's going on? I just watched this video that, was it today or yesterday? I guess it was today, actually. I thought encompassed, I mean, it was a video done by the Telegraph. It keeps popping. Okay, well, let's see here. Give me one more second, and I'll, see what I can do. Okay, let's see here. It's probably the cable, we'll see, but... Anywho, let's see here. I'm just gonna play part of this video. The Telegraph put this out, was it a few days ago, 5 days ago or something like that. And it was called Canada's Woke Nightmare, a Warning to the West. Let me see here. Get this back up proper. Oh, hey, Kathy. How's it going? Nice to see you. If you missed it earlier, we actually, we were talking about you and Larry, and our condolences for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. definitely. I was very, I was very sad to hear that. Yeah, it was weird because the same day we found out her father passed away, so it was it was a rough day. It started off no good and got worse. And, anyways, sorry if that was overstepping any boundaries. I just I can't help myself sometimes. Just I'd rather speak out of turn than not say anything and be considered an asshole. I guess that's the thing. I just could, whatever was on my mind. But yeah, Evil Ian, that's right. We'll back. But let me see here. Yeah, it was a Telegraph put out this video. And yeah, I found it covered a lot of things that was happening over the last few years in Canada, and it took this British guy to compile it. Oh yeah, and Kathy, I took everyone's mod away in honor for Larry. I know it's probably too soon to laugh with that, but I kind of, I just figured that was what I would do for, just because it seemed like the thing to do. Except for the lovely assistant. So, yeah, I felt like he, this guy, or the Telegraph, the people that compile things, put together this really good documentary. It's 38 minutes long, but I won't play the whole thing, obviously. I'm just going to play a few minutes, or just a couple seconds. It's just that, it would encompass, what was it? They've had almost everything that was like in the major of the news coming from Canada, except for the guy with the big boobs, the prosthetic boobs. That was the only thing they didn't cover. Right. It had Jordan Peterson, and they had the lady that they said to kill herself. The government said, "Have you heard of assisted suicide?" because she couldn't walk up the stairs. That was there, and anyways, and then this story of this, and immigration was a big part of it too, and this was part of it, this immigrant story.
Their experiences of modern Canada.
Hello.
This guy.
Hello.
Come on in then.
Nice to meet you.
His
Nice
name
to
is
meet you.
Stephen.
Stephen, you're already shooting?
We're already shooting.
Bang, bang.
Shall we go upstairs?
Mom, this is Stephen. Stephen, my mom.
Hey, Mom. How's it going? So tell me your background. When did you move to Canada?
I'm Indian. I came from India after marriage. Came to Canada in 1974, July.
When you came to Canada, what was it like and how has it changed in terms of multiculturalism?
Racism was there. They're not happy that other colors are coming. So they were throwing eggs and calling them names. Many things were happening. But still that gone very soon. After 1980, it started improving. Now, so many taxes, they are increasing. It looks like that 50-50. 50 government is taking from us and we have only 50. That's not fair. And before we were happy, like living like middle families.
Justin Trudeau says that he represents people like you. He says that he loves multiculturalism. He loves the fact that Canada is so multicultural, so many different people from different societies. Do you think that he takes your vote for granted?
Yeah, definitely. He took our work granted, and he is saying multicultural. He loves multicultural. We love multicultural too. I think every human like it. But bringing from every country and not seeing their back record, so many criminals can come too.
Mom's awesome, but I find this guy encapsulates things quite a bit. Look at this. Oh, he's a musician too. This guy too. It's awesome. Anyways, let's see.
John, why don't you tell me a bit about your background as well?
So I was born here a year after my mother arrived. I was born and raised 70s, 80s kid. Growing up in an 80s, 90s Canada where I was privy to multiculturalism in a very organic way. It wasn't some United Color of Benetton commercial. This was full on, everyone taking the piss and laughing at everyone else. Making fun of accents. We all got to tease one another playing street hockey with our ridiculously curved sticks.
But to use their language, you are a diverse individual, and they would expect you to have a certain set of beliefs that come along with that.
100%.
But you don't.
Absolutely not. because I'm not stupid. It's very transparent. I work in a community that is all about the hustle. Sex workers, drug sellers, pimps, everyone's hustling to...
Guaranteed he works at a corner store right downtown. If I had to guess. This is why he deals with all these people. This is why I had to guess.
Make it. I am used to being around people lying all the time. So when such a big hustle is being thrown in my face, I've been around it for, like I said, almost 15 years now. It's so obvious.
What's up, Drew Wolf? How's she going, man?
That's just a hustle. That's not even a good hustle.
You've got a son, grandson, and you've experienced the gender ideology being pushed on your child. Can you tell us what happened?
My son goes to an alternative school within the Toronto District School Board, which his focus is on the arts and social justice. In the last few years, the sexualization has become militarized. It has gone full, no pun intended, balls to the wall. They're full on aggressively ramming it down, no pun intended, everyone's throats. It's a Wednesday at
There is pun intended. And this guy is great. I love him. Anyways, let's finish him off.
6 p.m. I get an email that says, tomorrow is Gender Odyssey. Please bring your kids to school with the other opposite gender's clothing. We're going to have a fashion show. The teachers are going to dress in the opposite gender clothing. We're going to have a presentation for the kids. Again, we're talking kids from grade 4, kids from the ages of 4 all the way up to 11, 12. And I was like, what? They ask me and send me emails and forms to sign when he's crossing the street to go to the, for a field walking trip. And yet they're going to start teaching my son about sexuality, other genders, and God knows what other aspects of sexuality they're going to bring into it without my permission. And that I'm supposed to send him to school with girls' clothing so that he can dress up as a girl and then have a fashion show with all this happening. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. And that's the other thing. At school, they always have...
I love this. And this to me is such a true statement. Like, you can feel this right
the cultural month. So when it's the South Asian month, they've combined us with, so it's just Asia month. And so me and the East Asians and the parents who are, they want us to come in, they want us to cook the stereotypical Indian and Chinese food. They want us to come and talk about Indian culture, sports and languages and things like that. There's a double-edged sword. We're like, we want your food, we want the kitchen, the camp, and we want everything. We want the image of what your culture is to come in and then leave. But don't bring your actual fundamental beliefs about God, spirituality, and generational responsibility. Don't bring any of that. We don't want that.
Do you think that
that right there is that's it? That was a big statement right there. I don't know. That affected me when I heard that today or yesterday. It's like, wow, it's so true. They don't. They're kind of, it's like a double-edged sword, and they're just kind of. So they're reaping what they sowed, themselves. They wanted these people over here, and they're thinking for themselves, and oopsie daisy. Anywho, but let's see here. Drew Wolf wants to give that gentleman guns. Well, he works at a convenience store, so there's a slight chance he already has one. And I don't know, man. Because that was pretty much in Toronto, so we're catching you guys up with some Canadian stuff, other than Duke. We got you caught up with Mr. Pettypaw. Trains are still running on time. God knows, because we got Hitler running this country, so why not? The trains are running on time. But let's see here. Hey, Trippy, what's up?
Hi, Trippy. I guess wearing my face. I don't know. I'm looking up there.
Oh, well, because I'm
getting old and
You're getting old. Oh my. Yeah, well, look, Trippy, I can't help it. I tried to tell you with community posts. I tried to tell you with a tweet. If Elon Musk and whoever runs YouTube don't want you to know, I can't help you. Yeah. They're trying to keep us down. Trying to censor us, hide us. Where have we been, Harry? Listen, we've been to far off lands that you wouldn't even. We've been all kinds of places. Myself, I've been to this place called Newfoundland. In the meantime, imagine that. Matt E's birthday's on Monday. With the full-blown Irrational Times theme song. Yeah. I haven't Actually, I composed some music the other morning when the guitar was sitting out here. I composed some music, but I haven't done. Yeah, I haven't written anything or done anything since ages. I do what I have to do in my music world. So I have a music boss, and I do music things that I have to do, whether it be gigs or recording sessions. But just to be completely transparent, the creativity has just been completely gone from me right now. But it's bad. All it takes is me having just to do it. It's just. Things have been going on in the real world, and it does. That's the one thing. I can be strong and kind of have to kind of stand up for responsibilities and do things, but there are some things that do suffer with that, and that is I guess creativity. Sometimes it's rare that that happens, but anyways, and now.
Gonna take a break, but it's fun to be back.
It's fun to be back. Yeah, and look, in my past, I've taken very few breaks from being creative. To be honest, I don't really count this as doing live shows as being as creative as the things I play on here, like that, even that claymation thing the other day, the claymation thing I played a few minutes ago. Time is funny. That is more creative than just sitting around talking, I feel like. But whatever. I mean, it's a weird thing. I just want to be able to make everything we play on the show and not watch videos from the internet. But I guess that's might not be as interesting. Or I don't know, because not when you have people trying to bring masks back and masks back, and so. We might go a little bit longer. I don't know what's going on here now, if Nightwave's going on in 5 minutes or what. But there is this one thing that I will say, and you guys will probably benefit from this the most if you enjoy this show or like us or whatever. If there's any chance of that happening, I'm not going to be anywhere near as silent as I was last time about that. I'm not sure if I feel like I was silent about it. I mean, probably not in the show. But I mean in the real world, where all I did the last time was take my kid out of school, quit my job, and, not comply. Right. That's all I did. But this time I will be a problem. And so there's...
Guess who's gonna comply?
Not this guy. Oh, this guy you're pointing at yourself? Well, unfortunately, when you have to go to the stupid fucking hospital to do your stuff to keep you alive, you're going to be kind of at the mercy of the fucking system, which sucks. But anyways, over in BC, there recently was some kind of protest. It looked... This is the only thing is, you can tell it's shit because this little protest is totally small and shitty. And but these things can grow, as we've seen, to be bigger. So Dan Dix is outside this doctor's office where these people are outside protesting. They want masks back. They want their masks back. Like anyone's telling these people that they can't wear their masks. So here's Dan Dix. Actually, give me one of your joints, by the way. There's enough. The show's gonna be over soon enough. If it's not, I'll roll more. I'll roll more. I'll roll more. If the show must go on.
Okay.
I
like it.
So.
Showing more joints here. Makes me very
well,
happy.
Because we do have to get to one part of this video, but I do want to just show you Dan Dix. This is him in BC going up to these people, and they want their masks back, and so they have a little speaking thing right in front of this medical clinic. So this is in British Columbia, so enjoy.
Hi, how are you guys doing? Just good. Just wondering what brings you out to today? What's the protest all about?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have you talk to somebody who's more articulate about this than I am. So.
Classic. First off, I don't want to talk to you. You talk to someone else. We're off to a good start.
Karina's going to speak, or Luke in the pink hat.
Okay.
I'm just not really the most articulate speaker about this. I'm here because masks have been taken away in healthcare.
Yeah.
And I'm here because masks have been, they're just not an option in schools. in all public.
They are. If some kid wants to wear a mask, I'm sure that no one's going to say anything. What? She's ridiculous.
Spaces we're particularly concerned about in hospitals, cancer treatment centers, long-term care. Those are our particular concerns.
And the people that are, whatever they want to say, at high risk, they are more than welcome to wear a mask.
And I'm not your best person to interview.
No, because I'm easily destroyed.
About it. Have you heard Adrian? I've noticed online on his Twitter, Adrian Dix seems to have turned the comment section off when it comes to a lot of the tweets about this stuff. What are your why is that? What are your thoughts on that?
Twitter can be a cesspool of anonymity.
A cesspool of anonymity. Anonymity. Blah, 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 blah. Not even a full glass of whiskey. Imagine being upset that people aren't using their real names on the internet. Like, it's ironic, you know, that these. Now, my father, God rest his soul, didn't want a computer because he thought the second he plugs that thing in the wall, that people were gonna just get all of his information and just take everything from him, you know. So, like, old people are funny to me, you know, in that regard. Like, you either have that way, which I'd err on that side of my father's way of being a little over concerned about it, because then that way, you know, whatever, fine. But this guy is like, Twitter, people, you know, like on the internet, you know, he doesn't care. He doesn't understand why people would want to be anonymous for many reasons, sir. You know, because you're scared people will steal your information, or you're scared of the backlash from free speech mostly, you know, or just your own speech, you know. I don't know. I get it, you know, anonymity.
And I'm sure he doesn't want to hear the negative backlash about his policies, which clearly the policies of the Ministry of Health have impacted negatively a lot of the population of British Columbia.
So the irony is, this guy, he hates the politician, but yet he still wanted to, you know, make that anonymity comment. Like, but he's like, oh, he just didn't want to hear the negative backlash. That's more likely, sir. He didn't want to hear the negative backlash, but he had to put that out there with Twitter.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Press for Truth.
What's Press for Truth?
It's a little independent media outlet that I have. Yeah.
I understand you're quite right of center.
How do you figure?
From what we've heard about your
Is that a problem? Do you not want to talk to me because of that?
Yeah, I don't want you to quote me. Thank you.
Yeah, he's right of center. She's been told. Press for Truth is getting well known. I've followed Dan Dix for many a year, you know, and good on him for these weirdo lefties knowing who he is. It's pretty impressive, actually. Dang. Isn't that great? The cesspool of anonymity. Oh my God, Trippy goes, all those people with masks were a cesspool of anonymity. Yeah. I caught that one. That's great.
Okay. Well, you're in public space on video, so I can quote you if I like.
Right, because you're a fascist.
How's that? How would I be a fascist?
Fascist demonstration. Let's just not engage. Okay.
Oh.
You fascist, Dan. Dan, the fascist.
So, are you who I should talk to? Is your name Luke?
No, I'm not going to be the one you talk to.
Okay. She said you were kind of the one to speak to. Who can I talk to today?
Nice hat, bro. Nice mask, actually, by the way. Your hat's actually fine.
About the protest.
You can just watch us, what we're going to...
Why does his mask have a thing on it? Wait, move it away. Move it away, Dan.
You don't want to talk to the press or get your message heard? Wait, what's the point?
No, there we go. What is that thing? Why? No, but like this thing is hooked on right here, the green thing? That's weird. The green thing that's hooked onto the side of the mask. Anyway,
this
what
protest.
the fuck is that?
Not right now, thank you.
You don't need to touch my equipment.
I'm saying you I don't need to be interviewed right now, thank you.
Okay. Does anybody want to talk about what they're doing here today?
No, they don't.
What you're doing here?
They're just...
I can speak a little bit, yes.
Okay, cool. What brings you out today?
Yes, I'm here because I have long COVID, and I'm the typical young person that was previously healthy. I only had one mild infection in December 2021.
And then I had about 8 jabs and 5 boosters, and then I started getting long COVID, by the
Months
way.
later, I'm still suffering from symptoms. I've had to leave both my jobs. I used to be a master's student at SFU. My life has completely changed. I can't exercise anymore. It takes me 1 to 2 days to recover every time I leave the house. And there's no public health warning or communication about long COVID in this province. And it really is a shame because when the WHO has said that at least 1 in 10 infections lead to post-COVID condition, aka long COVID, this is quite serious. It's not a public health emergency. And on top of that, when masks have been removed in healthcare, there's literally no safe place that I can access medical care at all without fear of being reinfected. Especially when COVID-19resources.ca, held by Tara Moriarty, has said 1 in 33 people in BC right now are currently infected with COVID.
Oh, really? 1 in 33 people in BC. That sounds like, I don't know if that sounds like even more than when they were saying COVID was a thing. I don't know. That's wild.
Is there something you wanted to say?
Here we go.
I'm just making sure that you're not getting too far into her face.
That's going to be enough for today. Thank you.
Why are you cutting off this? She said she's willing to talk to me. Why are you blocking my interview?
Oh, just to let you guys know, this gets messy, by the way. This just isn't, I'm not playing this just, for the fucking shits and giggles.
So.
What? You said you wanted to talk to Press for Truth. It's pressfortruth.ca. Yeah. I was actually curious on people's thoughts on a new study that was just released by the National Institute of Health about N95 masks.
Nobody else wants an interview, so you need to back away.
Okay. So you're not going to be speaking with CBC or any of the other news outlets that are here today?
We're not speaking with you right now. We're setting up. Please back away.
Yeah, well, I'm free to stand right here. You can keep putting your sign in my face all you like.
Put your camera over there and take the picture. You've taken your video already.
Yeah, this is a free sidewalk, sir. You can put your sign in my face all you want, but yeah. Did you want to talk to us about what you're doing here?
Not really, thank you.
To be honest, I'm curious about people's thoughts on a new. That doesn't matter. This is it's a public space. It doesn't matter if they don't want to be on film.
City News?
Do you?
But without you in the picture.
Yeah, they'll give an interview to City News, but they won't. Oh, this guy talks some more, does he?
A study that was just published by the National Institute of Health that suggests
they don't
that
care. Yeah, they suggest that masks didn't work. Yeah, it's like whatever. They don't care. So then this woman rambles on a little bit here.
Respirators in order to keep everybody who is here safe and also keep yourself
This is the ringleader, apparently, or one of the speakers. She looks annoying as hell.
safe from the poor air quality today. We know very well by now
The poor air quality? Oh, yeah, okay, whatever.
that masks and especially respirators are
Oh, yes. The totally not man-made fires. The totally not arson.
protective, in particular if everybody is wearing them who can. And so, given all of that knowledge, did Adrian Dix then do the right thing and reinstate masks in healthcare?
No.
No. Are we here going to be giving up?
No.
No. Oh, a little louder than that. Are we here going to be giving up? No. We're going to continue to protect our community.
Yikes. And they got the accordion player over here, and this little kid, and the propaganda, and the brainwashing, and the small crowd. It's embarrassing and horrific all at once. But, here we go.
And in particular, those who are most vulnerable?
Super cool
So stay here with
fun
us
trip.
and then
Super cool fun trip.
C. Thomas. Uh-oh, here we go.
C. Thomas donated $3. First of all, homie, welcome back. Secondly, these neurotic cultists cry that everyone are a cult, even though these people can only parrot 3-year-old bullshit to justify trying to force everyone to wear face diapers.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, the fact that... but it's going to work. That's the scary thing. All it's going to... Well, at least here, God bless. I hope you guys in the States put up more than a fight than I know we are, because I know from talking to people that... And other people that have talked to people, a lot of older people are not getting any more shots. Right. So that's out of the question. But old people still wear masks sometimes around here. I see a lot of that. anyone that and they're allowed to.
got the shots.
They're. I mean, that may be, but the point is that they're the only ones wearing masks that have been scared into it, and I feel bad for them. But they're more than welcome to do that. Unfortunately, in my opinion, it's
Super
unfortunate.
cool fun trip.
Mr. Token,
Super
B
cool
Token.
fun trip.
Uh-oh, sorry for the squeaky
B
chair.
Token donated $5. Glad you're back, homie. Equals P.
Equal P. Equal P for all. That's right. That's what I say. Thank you, B Token. That's what I've always said about that other bathroom. It's like, we don't even need the bathroom. We just need two of them. Equal P for all. That's what that's what their sign should say. Well, I guess they're not really doing the gay trans thing. It's just the mask thing. But here's where things start to get dicey, though. At this mostly peaceful protest of a dozen people outside of this, I think it's a politician's place. It's not a doctor's office, like I said. I'm pretty sure. I think it's the politician's office. But anyways, here.
Continue, and let's continue to.
Uh-oh. What the?
You're fucking done. You're fucking done.
Oh.
Guys.
Oh.
Stay the fuck down. You're done.
Counter-protester.
All right, I don't know what the hell's happening here.
Yeah, he's not wearing a mask.
Let him go, dude. Let him go.
Ooh.
Why are you
yeah.
blocking my camera?
He's putting his camera up so you can't see when the guy physically assaults the other guy. It's not wearing a mask. And he was holding up that pink sign. He's gone to get his sign back, is what it is. I watched the whole thing. He does speak later about it, and then the cops show up. I don't think no one gets arrested, but anyways, so let's see. Then let's see what happens here.
Don't want people to see what happens at these things?
No, Dan, he doesn't.
What happened there, man? You said he attacked first? What did he do?
Lunged at right there.
Why?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm no lawyer or judge, but if you're listening to that reaction and you think, oh, that guy is 100% telling the truth, you're a fucking dupe. Look at this guy. That is just nervous energy of lies all over the place.
Don't want people to see what happens at these things?
Watch this guy.
What happened there, man? You said he attacked first? What did he do?
Lunged at right there.
Why?
Because he's an absolute madman, clearly. I approached, that's all I saw. That's all I can say. He lunged and he definitely was projecting onto these people. And yeah, that's my assessment.
What happened there?
Wow, that's a shit assessment, sir. Unfortunately, it happened pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, you can't really see. Look.
And let's continue to. Hey.
Oh, I think you tried to grab his sign, and then look at and you're both on him. They're both on him. It's 2 against 1. Anyways, maybe he did lunge. Maybe he did. Oh no! So there's a guy in the green shirt. They're just going to interview the other guy who was beating him up. Let's see.
He definitely was projecting onto these people.
He's projecting.
And yeah, that's my.
Hey, is that Roots? Nah, Roots in the house. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Assessment.
What happened there? That guy attacked you or took a swing at you or something?
No comment.
Documented it all.
No,
Just like
no comment, bro. No comment. I just took out the trash. That's what he's saying. That was so cool, bro.
or took a swing at you or something?
No comment.
Oh, okay. I just documented it all. Just thought you might want to get your side of what happened.
Yeah, he came a little too close. I wanted the sign out of my face. Took it. Then he lunged.
So, okay, so you took a sign, and then he, anyways.
He wanted...
Dan will say it.
Who had a sign in his face, sorry?
He was trying to trespass on the space we tried to set up with a sign. I wanted it gone. He came closer, went for a lunge, scuffle.
Okay. So you tried to touch his sign and he reacted. He lunged. All right. See, man? Like, you see how they get. Just even when like how hostile they're.
Oh, but look, all the other cameras are there. There was like 3 other TV stations there. That was like, I've been watching. Let me put this on here over here and get the chat going here. I've been watching Riverside Accountability on YouTube. I think they're in California. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that 100%. But they are, like, I love watching these audit channels in general, and these guys are not the good kind of auditors. They just harass people, it feels like. There was some kind of hubbub with a street vendor, and so they turned it into this little mini race war, it looks like, down in River County, where the fuck that is, in California maybe. So they were protesting the other day, and it's just ridiculous. I forget exactly where I was going with that because of well, anyways, that's what's going on in British Columbia there. They just blew this out of proportion with this street vendor thing. Yeah. And they started protesting outside of people's houses and outside of stores, and it's just ridiculous, right? And anyways, let's see here. What's up, everybody? It is good to see everyone be back. Now I am getting a little drunk with the whiskey. Getting a little drunk with the whiskey. There was a point that Riverside Accountability, yeah, they're an audit channel, but it's just ridiculous how shameless they are. And but it's not even like that they're just like bullying and literally harassing people. That the street vendor, I guess, it sounded like I don't know if they keep saying they were assaulted by someone, but as far as I could tell, it looked like some girl said some things to a vendor or did something to a vendor, some drunk girl, and they didn't charge her because her dad's a cop, and they started protesting her house. That might be a separate incident, but anyways, I've been following that, and they stopped some guy in the street and started throwing shit at him, and then they deleted their video or whatever. It's just hilarious. I've been watching that unfold, but I forget what the point of the story was, but anyways. Oh, River, yeah. Stevie J says America's not very creative with our place names. Yeah, well, I guess I could. That's one thing I could boast about with the East Coast here, especially Newfoundland, where I was just in Newfoundland for a week. I love it over there. You know, it was hard to come back home. I wish I would have taken you over just so I could stay over there. But anyways, regardless. But Newfoundland has some great names of some towns. Conception Bay. I mean, you know, if you want to get laid, go to Conception Bay, y'all. And then there's the fine, proud town of Dildo. Yeah, Dildo's a great one. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there.
They're saying Wiener, Arkansas.
Wiener, Arkansas. I love it. Can't say we have. No. Although, you know, it's probably pretty rude to start doing accents. I was just, I was watching just before the show. Oh, you got, Dan Snott says you have Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Anyways, and if I named off, even probably some of the local names around here, they're based off of Gaelic terms. So I find a lot of the places I go down to play music as very interesting down Route 19. Judic, Craignish, you know, Marguerite, I don't know, Inverness, Mabou. Port Hood actually is one of the, you know, less, yeah, it's one of the less funny names. Oh my goodness! The cat makes me nervous when he goes up there. I'm like, just because the weed tray is so close. I'm like,
What?
sir.
Well, you need to.
Whew.
Hey!
Yeah, I saved one. I knew this would happen. Hey, you like that?
You stole one.
Yeah, because I wanted to still have one free for later. I'm a genius. I knew I gave you a bunch because I gave you 5, and it felt like I just gave you them, and I figured you had at least 3 left, but you only had 2. I'm like, oh my god. Just don't go in the. Oh god.
Oh, no,
You're making me so nervous there, Litton. Or it's Bandit. What are you
It's
doing,
Bandit.
Bandit?
I know.
What are you doing there? You're not usually the naughty one anyway.
Litton's looking at him like, what?
Roots says Big Beaver, Michigan. There you go, Big Beaver. Oh wow, there you go. Oh, no, Bandit is playing the piano. Nice, cool. Lovely, lovely.
Careful, you gave me a joint. That's the best.
Isn't that the best?
Oh my god.
Hey, look at this. Over on D Live, Rainpipe donated a lemon. What's up, my man? How you doing? I'm on all the platforms I can be on. Let me see if I think I'm on Twitch and maybe Twitter. I don't know. I'm gonna go look at Twitch to see if it's true. To see if
I don't mean to interrupt your searching.
you're not interrupting anything.
Bandits been
What are they doing over there? I'm offline? I thought I was online. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, well, maybe I'm on Twitter. Let's see if I'm live on Twitter. What are you doing over there? I see you.
Rich wants just the tip. Oh.
Just the tip. I was looking at your clips, and I didn't have time to edit stuff together. No, I don't see... we're not live. Why? Let me check Restream here. Restream told me that I was live on 4 platforms. 4 platforms. Yeah, why I'm going to complain about my free service. What are the cats doing back there? It's driving me insane.
They're both together.
Why are you picking at the records and up there? They're never up there. I swear to God, they never go up on that piano.
And Bandit's usually very good. It's funny.
It's set. Oh, I didn't. How? I thought I put them on. Let me see if it works. I just clicked on. Oh, you can only use 2? Oh. Oh, I'm glad it picked YouTube then. Oh, I thought you could put 4.
You gotta pay.
Limit reached. Upgrade your plan to activate more destinations. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Restream. I mean, I appreciate you, but what are you guys doing up there? God. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. They never go up there. Never. Well, they're on the show, and I'm sorry they haven't been streaming lately, but it's okay. Well, there we go. That's
And it's gone.
one. Well, Bandit's gone. Yeah. Litton, what are you doing? Oh, Trippy has plugins so I can stream OBS too. Really? Without Restream? It's free, he says? But Trippy, nothing in this world is free, sir. You know, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. Then what do I owe you? What do I owe you? People doing favors for me, then I owe them something. I'm joking, I'm not like that. I don't think like that. I couldn't think like that because I've done favors for so many people and didn't want money, so that would be a weird mindset. But yes, I will take you up on that. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Please, yeah, get down.
Yeah, I think Bandit's down there. I don't know.
Please be the first cat to ever listen to me in the history of cats. And he's down.
Yeah, but the other one's there.
Where?
Down with them.
Good. They're both down. Master Trollius wants it too. Please. Please. See, I was hoping for some trolls, because I banned, not that I banned. I took everyone's wrench away, and I figured that, you know, I'd get to take the trash out myself if anyone was around, but, you know. I guess everyone's all nice and respectful and thankful that we're back. I mean, thank you, I appreciate it.
It's very sweet.
What is going on over there? I'm so confused. We're in this room all the time, and they have their routine, and they're not following the routine. Thank you, Trippy. I'll check Discord. I haven't been in Discord in a while. Anywhere that I know that might make me have to, like, do work over the last little while, I just avoided. I've avoided Facebook. Avoided, Discord. But not the phone. It's the only thing I haven't avoided is the
But
phone
you
that...
did change your number, so that's kind of avoiding.
Yeah, but I gave the people that I gave my music boss my number, and that is like, that was pretty much it, and your family. God damn it! That way I know when people are calling, it's a scam. Today they called me with my visa. It's like, I don't have a visa. It's like, what the?
Should ask me for one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, imagine. Could you give me a visa? It's like, oh no, sir, so sorry, we have no visa. Because God knows, that's who was calling. It was Steven from Toronto, except he had, it's like, this is the Brendan Schaub of myself. This is the guy we watched earlier with the turban, with the head wrap. I'm making a joke about an Indian accent when he sounded just like me. He sounded more Canadian than I did, I would say. Let's see here. Well, I mean, let's see. Watch this. You know what? We're in well in overtime. My apologies if Mersh is on. I'm going to open up Discord right now. You like that, Dr. Cringe?
If he's on Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble's annoying, but, I mean, it's a reality. Lots of people are on there. Yeah, they are.
I guess
I thought I got everything off of the floor that the cats would pick at and be annoying at. Like, they love bottle caps, so there's a bottle cap on the floor, like a plastic one from a water bottle, and I picked it up, but they just keep scratching things for no reason, and I'm not sure why, and it's rather annoying. Let me just go to, oh my god, I mean, I have to get back to some of you guys, shit. I see a lot of messages here. My apologies for not getting back to all of you. And now I'm in the green room. Give me a second here while I take myself off the camera. But yet, you'll still hear me get, after the cats. Hey, Litton, what are you doing? Come on. Come on, get away from there. Get out of there. There. No need to see that fit of rage against the cat. Wasn't that awful? Oh yeah. It was one of them in the organ. I think one of them is stuck in the organ. It's not like stuck in the organ. They can get out. Like, oh my God, Bandit, get out of the organ. Come on. He's just sitting there all cute looking at me. So cute. But get out of that. This is why my goddamn organ doesn't work anymore. It's because the cute little fucking cats went inside of it. I had the back opened.
They're both
Now they're both in there. Great. Fun. Well, whatever. It doesn't work now anyway, so maybe they'll fix it. I still have to call that guy around town that I bumped into that knows about organs and this kind of stuff, and he'll give me an organ transplant. Yes, he'll give me an organ transplant, hopefully. Because I'll be honest, that was a big part of the beginning of like my hurting for creativity is this Hammond organ dying on me. It was less of course I can make all kinds of music with all kinds of instruments, but I love that organ. It was like a child died. We've had it for 20 some years, and it was like a child died. And now the cats are fucking roosting in it as I speak, and it's driving me nuts. So, they're one down. Okay, get the other bell. No, louder, make that bell louder.
I have to be a sound man?
Yeah, sound man, yeah. Here, I'll even turn it down for the people. Sorry, guys. React the same. Bandit doesn't react the same to it. No. Bandit, come on out. Come on, Bandit. We tried the good cop, bad cop approach. Come on, Bandit. Come on out. Do you know what? I should just ban you from the room, by the way, Litton. Do you know what? Here, I'm sorry. I'm banning you. And then hoping that that Bandit gets out of the organ. Anywho, so there, look, Discord's open. And let's see, if any of you guys want to hop on, feel free. Yeah, I just banned one of the cats. I just bonked him. That was amazing. It's just two of them was too much in the organ. It was driving me nuts. And still, Bandit's back there. The good one. Bandit's the good one. Come here, Bandit. Psst, psst, psst. The good one. Is he? Psst, psst, psst. Just pretend it's bedtime. Because, you know, every night he... Oh, there you go. Thank you for coming out to... I took away their keyboards, Trippy says. I know, I'm so mean. Such a bad daddy. Such a mean daddy. I'm sorry, but I feel like yeah, it did Master Trollius. It turns on and the Leslie spins, and that it's just that there's no sound coming from the speaker. The speaker's fine plugged in. I have a local guy, and the problem is we live basically in the middle of nowhere when it comes to this kind of stuff, so you gotta know some guys or whatever, and it's the same with anything, I guess. But regardless, yeah, we basically, ran out of clips to watch. So now we're just fucking shitting around here. And like I said, we're just shitting around here. And if anyone wants to hop on the Discord, feel free. Oh, I see. Wait now. I see my little brother is is on here. Here, I'm just going to say, hop on live if you're around. Let's see here. There. There we go. So we'll see if he pops on. But any of you guys that are, you know, what would you call it? Online and want to hop on, feel free to chat. It's been many of the months, and we would love to chat. Did I give you a joint? Oof.
No, maybe I know, but I always think no.
There, well, fuck that. I'll just...
Except I almost lost it.
Oh, you almost lost it, hey? I'll just smoke something else. That's fine. Oh, and when Bandit came out, I didn't push the I have something to block the cats from going in there. And I stupidly did not push it towards the back, and now he's back in there. Bandit, come back out. Psst, 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 psst. Bandit, come back out, please. Psst, 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 psst. God, that's awful. This might take a minute or so, but I'm gonna light up a nice cigar here. It's rare. I don't usually smoke a cigar, but you know, it is the season. The cigar season.
Oh, look at Bandit coming out on song.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good boy.
Come on out. Come on out. There you go, buddy. You're banned too. Ah, it was driving me nuts. Ah. But that was just, they haven't gone in there in so long, and it's really, really annoying. That's okay. They're out. I banned the cats. Oh, here, one sec here. I better put myself online here. Look at that. That's been a while. It's been a while since I posted online here in Discord. See if anyone shows up. Let's see. Cigars. Yeah, I don't know. Just, I wanted to have some whiskey, and yeah, it just wasn't the same. I don't know, like, without the cigar. So I just tried a cigar, and bada boom, it went together beautifully. Yeah, that's the thing. The lovely assistant enjoys the smell. So, what the hell? Sure does. Oh, I'm gonna just fill this up as well. Ice be damned. It's a special night. It's been months, and we're back. So you know, howdy, y'all, indeed. So let's see here. While we're waiting to see on anyone if anyone wants to pop into Discord and shoot the shit for a second, and if anyone wants to shoot in the links in the chat for anything you want to watch, feel free. Majo is, other than the lovely assistant actually saying, are we doing a show tonight? Majo actually was a big influence on getting the show back for some reason. What did he commented something the other day? What was that? I'm almost too drunk to remember now. Oh, he just noticed that we weren't around or whatever. And for some reason, I was just like, well, it's probably about time to come back. I don't know why. Anyways, what's up, Majo? How you doing, sir? And, anywho, let's just see what's going on in YouTube world here. What else? We've been watching a lot of poker. You know, the World Series of Poker was on, and nothing too crazy happened there, to be honest. There was nothing since the roast beef sandwich incident of Phil Hellmuth. The whole Burning Man thing happened. Let's see what else. What's been in the news, and I just been watching a lot of police scam videos and crazy shit. And you know, we were watching a lot of the Scam Fish videos, and I'd watch that, but like I guess ROTC's been doing that. You've been telling me. Daywave has been. She's been keeping up more than I have. I've been just kind of doing my own thing, I guess you'd say. I don't know, but just so I don't like, you know, I really hate to do that kind of stuff when oh. So let's put this on in the background. Here we go. This will be lovely. Just put this on in the background. A Visit to America. Ah, what year? 1976. New York Christmas. God.
Super 8
Millimeter.
I gotta send them the voice.
Sorry. Visit to America. New York Christmas. 1976. But you wouldn't say it's Super 8 millimeter. Like, I mean, because that was just what they used. They wouldn't have said that. They were like, on film, in color. Just like the, what the? That's not what I was going to say. Oh, wait. Let's get us up on here. And well, the chat's there too, but you know what? We can switch back and forth. Except that video's gone now. What are we going to do? Oh, my goodness. Imagine the embarrassment. Oh, whiskey was the only idea. Remember, like I can forget. New York, where the bums live. City of degeneracy, peep shows, little booths where women take their tops off in order to get quarters from the locals. You did make it too long. The lovely assistant has acquired a smoking tool, if you haven't noticed. Ah yes, the taxi cabs on Main Street, ready to take you to all the local juke jives that will rob you of your money, and the women too. Oh, the good old days. Yep, when men would stop into the booths and jerk off before they went home to their wives in the dirty, dirty booths. Yeah, well, look, we're in overtime. I mean, the boy's probably asleep by now, so I'll say what I want now. Ooh, phone booths! They were a thing. Mm-hmm. Superman used to change into phone booth, and now they don't exist. So there can be no more Superman. It's very unfortunate. Uh-oh, Roots and Jewish are getting into a fight. This is Christmas in 1976. Where the fuck is the snow? I mean, New York City has snow. Snow wasn't invented until 1979. It was invented by punk rock musicians who were trying to hide their cocaine, and they invented a weather-changing machine, much like the government. No, well, it's not funny. Don't worry. Next time will be funny. International Husband's Year. One sec. Sign here for husband liberation. We want out of the kitchen. Women. Oh no, it's getting foggy down there. I see something with the Bible. What is going on? 90.
Is this an eye test?
It's. Is this an eye test? We don't want that.
No, it's weird.
Anyways, but sign here for husband liberation. You don't. This is not the kind of thing you want. You don't want husband liberation. We want out of the kitchen. We do, but we can't. It's unfortunate sometimes, you know. Like when you're the one who has to cook, you can't leave the kitchen, or the telephone to order the food. Whatever. Either way. Why do I feel the Christmas spirit? That's because it's Christmas, 1967, at the Super 8mm New York Center. Wow, there's 20 minutes of this. I'll let that die out. The cigar? You haven't had a drink. I'm the one who's drunk. You want to have a...
You said it.
You, sir, are drunk. Well, the police. Back in 1976, when they still racially profiled. And admitted it. But for good reason. Anyways, let's see what else is on here. Or get to see the chat here. I know the music. What is it? Moon River in the background. I love that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Desmond is amazing. Hadn't even been invented yet. That's right. That's right. Shouting at clouds. Good to see you too, man. Missed you, Kev, for sure. And one more time, all you guys. B Token says not that drunk. Well, look. You know what? One can only try. Look, a fella. You don't achieve what you don't try. You miss all the shots you take. You miss all the shots you don't take. I almost had it. I almost had it perfectly. You miss all the shots you don't take.
Right.
The Jewess is in True Wolf's Discord DMs. Well, why is nobody in the green room? I'm in the green room in my Discord. Now, I know you probably have to scroll so far down to find my Discord. It's the one with the white background with the little music staff in there. Look, I know I haven't been on there in months. I'm not even joking. You know, you think I'm being like silly or like, you know, whatever. No. I get it. Yeah. People, I'm there. You might have to search long and hard. To find a link, I guess I could post a link, and this would be a time where people could join Discord. Yes, there's been a Miller in the Oregon. Oh my goodness! Invite people. Let's see here. Watch this. Copy. I can do it. Invite voice only. Oh, True Wolf is there. Okay, look, we got someone in there. Just in case, this is like a rare occasion where I post this. I don't usually post this too often, but there's a Discord link for the short time of, for the small price of $9.99. You too can hop in Discord and chit chat with two Canadian morons who one is maybe a little inebriated.
One could be higher.
I guess I got to roll another joint.
You drunk, but you're not that drunk.
Oh, I'm not that drunk. No, of course I can. Oh, is that a challenge? Of course I can roll a joint.
Yes.
But in the meantime,
How many can you roll?
enough. Enough. Okay. How about I play just a little instrumental funk music in the meantime, and then if True Wolf gets his mic going there, I can turn the music down, and I'll roll some joints. There you go. I love it. I'm drunk and I haven't listened to this shit in ages, so that'll be obnoxious and fun. Although, enjoy. We'll be right back after these messages. Well, not really. We'll be around.
Dan Snot69 donated $5. Good to have you guys back. LA Nice hat, as usual. 07.
Super cool.
Thank you, Dan.
Super cool fun trip.
B Token donated $9.99. Sold. Lel.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You there, Mr. Wolf? I see you're unmuted. We'll check back in on him momentarily.
Okay, how about now?
Ah, that was the timing of the century. I mean, you hit that mark, like, right there, man. Like, boom. The song ended and you were like, how about now?
Yeah. Well, sorry, I didn't want to do the potato mic.
Yeah, you don't want to step on things. How
Yeah,
have you been,
well,
man? It's a long time no talk.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I'm glad you're back, homie.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's nice to hear you guys and talk to you guys, see you guys in the chat and everything, and hear your voice, man. And definitely miss doing it. And but you got to recharge your batteries, I guess, sometimes.
Well, I figured you were taking a sabbatical, or sabbatical, however you pronounce it.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, I did get burned out. I mean, if I think about it, which I don't ever, I gave a lot of myself to the channel for a while, so I did need a break, and now I'm ready to gear up again. So it's good.
I think most creative people go through cycles like that. I don't think it's abnormal.
No, I think you're right.
Also, given the loss of a family member, that kind of also affects it.
You have to just go with the flow. You can't just be like a robot, like the lifeguard. You have to just kind of deal with life and what's more important. Like what's important to deal with real life. And then there's always time for this later.
No, that's true. I mean, I like a lot of people reached out to you trying to see what's going on, but I think everyone just kind of figured you were doing your own thing off the internet.
Well, the truth is, like, when you're going through, you're kind of like bummed out for a while, like, and just going through that. You don't want people to see you like that, You do want to put on this facade that, like, that everything's always all right, but, sometimes it isn't, But you don't always want to put that out there.
No, that's fair. I mean, I was going to do my usual thing of making a joke of it and trying to cheer you up, but,
Yeah, well, it's not funny, man. You don't joke about the hardships of life.
Yeah, no, never. No one's ever done that.
Imagine. Here, I'm gonna bring the chat up there. I forgot. to bring
The good news is you don't need to worry about stepping on Nightwave's toes because he's taken off for the holiday.
I thought he might, so that's why I kind of just chugged it back, and I figured he wouldn't mind. It's been months. Not that he, I mean, whatever.
Oh no, he would tell you absolutely. He might cancel his show early and say, "No, we're absolutely going to watch IT."
Yeah, because I mean, occasionally I don't know, like he just, I kind of detached from things completely, and then and just do what I had to do. But sometimes the lovely assistant would have stuff playing on the background. I'd hear him play like my music, and it would just be like, it'd be kind of like, oh, it'd be nice to get back to doing that. I knew I would, but you just gotta kind of whatever.
No, it's dude. If I had a nickel for every time I heard White Boy Summer, I'd have a lot of damn.
That is true. White Boy Summer did get a lot of play this summer, and people. I don't know. Someone posted. I guess someone was getting pissed off about it, like this a few months ago, or when summer started, and I forget what it was about, but it was just funny to me, just like reading the comments or whatever, when people are arguing about their like race.
It's been wild.
It's like, who gives a fuck?
To say that. Well, I don't know if you saw. There's been a lot of like additional. How do I phrase this? There are a lot of people that do the kind of parody music like you do, and Mike, I don't know if you watched, has been playing a lot of them.
He's been playing music that's not been me.
I know, right?
Wrong.
Hard to
Why would he
believe.
do that? Why would he play music that wasn't mine or Mythical Vigilante? We're the only two people that are allowed to get played on Nightwave.
Yeah, well,
No, so okay,
it's,
sorry. I didn't mean to
highlighter rules
diverge.
on
What was
the
your point?
internet. No, I was wondering if you had heard any of it because there's some pretty good stuff out there. I can't remember their names off the top of my head.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Good to hear.
I just wonder if you had caught it playing in the background. There's Hovey Benjamin, Beats by Hovey Benjamin is one he's been playing a lot of.
Oh,
And then there's a British guy.
I just better say
whose
hi to
name I can't
CK.
remember.
I just noticed him. I forgot to say hi to CK. How's it going, CK? Yeah. That's one thing I kind of, just being out of the loop, you kind of miss things like that, like of what's being played or whatever. I don't even know, like, really what the guys are talking about these days, or I assume that now they're probably, like, wildly left-wing now, everyone?
No, honestly, if I can be completely honest with you, you haven't really missed anything. I mean, masks are coming back.
Yeah, just
Joe
in time.
Biden still has dementia. Your
Great.
prime minister is still a homo commie. Like, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's really changed, sadly.
Yeah, fair enough. It's true. And I don't even know when the next election is for us. Like when do you guys have your next election of your puppet?
Coming up here, 2024.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because everyone's saying.
But
Trump
honestly,
2024,
I think me and a lot of I can only speak for myself, but I am probably not even going to participate. Like, I might vote for my local people, like my sheriff and stuff, but outside of that, I could care less.
I swear to God, I was just thinking of that today, watching, because, when she asked me to do the show tonight, I started watching stuff, and I was like, oh, Pierre Poilievre or Marcel, Maxime Bernier, talking about bullshit. It's like, I don't even know if I'm going to vote either, like, except for local. If someone locally runs on the platform to allow me to put out one black garbage bag every week, and to straighten out the lines on the road, they would win my vote locally. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, I could give two fucks. It's all just, anyways, whatever. Like our conservative guys are barely conservative, and we're all kind of fucked. And the only people standing up to the things that we're against are like immigrants. And so, like, let's hope they.
Well, the funny thing
now I'm
is
for immigration.
watching-
Sorry, True Wolf.
No, it's fine. But watching that video of that turban guy, it made me realize that they've weaponized the people that they think are their allies. So like if you get a bunch of like base turban guys or base black guys with guns who hate them, I mean, tip of the spear, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, thank you.
Yeah, or you can call him a white supremacist. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they will. They'll try. But
I mean, they have.
And this is what I was saying earlier about how we've talked to some older people. They're not getting any more jabs. There's not a chance, and they've said that, and I believe them. But the mask thing.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the mask thing. I'm not sure of. I believe them. No, but I will.
No, I for sure think that less people are going to comply this time. I think people. I tend to err on the side of when people are already having problems, like severe problems, like paying rent, gas, you know, the normal people shit. It seems like they could care less about whatever the government is telling them to do that doesn't directly affect them. Like, unless the actual zombie apocalypse happens, I don't think anyone's going to give a shit.
This is what pissed me off with the last time. It's because there was nothing to see. There was nothing like going on that people were not, like, you know, they weren't dropping dead in the streets like the propaganda from China that they showed us originally. People dropping in the streets, bleeding from their fucking heads, and then no one coming until there were guys in hazmat suits. That was like the propaganda we were sold. It never happened, right? But yeah, you're right. It's like people are just so fucking stunned. It's so sad. And but
I will admit, I bought the Chinese leaks too, the propaganda. Like, I listened to Mr. Medicare as well. I really I bought 2 55-gallon drums of gasoline, which I wish I still had.
Yeah,
right now,
because
it'd be
of the
really
price
helpful.
now. Oh, sorry. B Token says zombie apocalypse via fentanyl. It's so true because I love watching these guys that drive around in the local hoods of, you know, cities in America, and it is, especially Philadelphia right now.
It's rough. It's rough right now. Like,
yeah,
I have people I'm close to who are out in California. Some related to me, some I just know through various parts of my life, and even there, like, it's getting worse.
Yeah, it is. Well, who's gonna deny that?
Anybody who wants to run as a Democrat, probably.
Majo says, I'm not going to say anything because you just got back, IT. If you speak freely, please. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Unless, you know, you say, like, supposed to get my channel banned in the chat, I guess. But, like...
Let's get an N-word tower going in the chat.
Yeah, exactly, right? But say whatever you want, Joe. I mean, I'm not sensitive about it. You know, I would like to think that's one thing that I've established over the last 2 or 3 years is that I'm not sensitive about anything, even my own beliefs. You know, because I'm sure you're the same, man. Like, you know, our beliefs change over years, you know, and that's a good thing, I think.
I don't know. I think I've gotten more right of center. I was always kind of right of center.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. I keep going right. But my core belief, only because it's the classic thing. It's the bullshit, and I hate this. This is like a stupid talking point. It's only because the Overton window has been pushed so far to the left that I'm right now. My views never changed about shit. You know, since I was a teenager. No. Really. In some ways.
I mean, mine have.
Except for gay stuff. I used to be a complete ally until about 2009.
Yeah. Me too. That's kind of, yeah. I was about to say that. Like, I used to be like, well, yeah, let them marry whoever they want.
Exactly.
And now I'm like,
I mean, we've all heard that, you know. It's like they used to tell us all this about marriage and just going to visit your partner in the hospital, which you're just, what human would say, like, oh yeah, like, don't let 2 consenting adults, like, see each other before they die, like, when they're in the fucking hospital. That's ridiculous. But
yeah. But you know what I didn't notice an epidemic of was gay people getting married and, like, being normal.
Yeah. Yeah. But then Desmond is Amazing came around. Do you know what
remind me. That's
Do you know what
haunts
they
my dreams.
Do you know what they call him in 2 more years? The gay community calls him in 2 more years. Desmond was amazing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like part of the 42%.
No, that was a horrible joke either way, which I will be privating the stream afterwards because of probably. But, well, obviously the joke is once he becomes of age, then they're not interested anymore. So it's like Desmond was amazing. To explain jokes means you're a real comedian. How about that?
It's part of your charm.
Isn't it? Musicians aren't comedians, we all want to be. I've been saying that since we started this channel. Musicians want to be comedians want to be musicians, and the two just really shouldn't mingle that much. We shouldn't. We're bad company. We cause too much trouble.
You slowly and politely explaining your jokes is just part of the bit at this point, if you ask me.
Oh, I don't know. The only thing I used to think was part of the joke was letting the lovely assistant say like whatever she wanted, pretending to be offended. That was my part of the joke. Where, and like my favorite thing is when we were talking about Larry Graham, the guy who invented slap bass, and that was my favorite thing. We were watching the clips of this cheesy interview with him or whatever, and I love Larry Graham. He's awesome. But then the lovely assistant goes, I don't think slavery existed. After watching an interview with Larry Graham, the guy who had slap bass on the electronic bass, and I just laughed so hard at that that was her response to watching Larry Graham, that slavery never existed. And I told her she was watching too much Jesse Lee Peterson, but anyways, I thought that was like a crowning moment of our channel when she denied slavery.
It was a fire line.
When she denied slavery, I thought that was a good one.
No, it was. And honestly, I mean, you being offended was a bit. I couldn't tell.
See, this is
not like it was dripping with sarcasm or anything.
And to be honest, this is like you in particular. Because I've spoken to you enough, off air. I got the feeling, and this is one thing that inspires me just to be myself, is that when you say you don't know if I'm joking or not, it inspires me just to be myself, because to me that's funny. Because, most of the time, I don't know, I'm joking a lot of the time, right? So, for you to believe a lot of what I say, if I'm talking about, I don't know, I know. I get what you mean. I'm very right wing.
I agree.
And that's the reason I immigrated here. Oh, no, immigrate's the wrong word. The reason I moved over, not moved over, I didn't move over. I just found you guys. The reason I found all you guys was because of my core belief system. So when I say things that go against that, I assume you guys know I'm joking. So to me, that's funny when you don't get it at all. When I'm
you
just
deadpan so well. like IT joke tone and IT super serious tone are the exact same.
Mm-mm. Yeah. But here's to me, maybe it's just, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. But to me, everything is so fucking crazy and extreme. I expect the people that I met on the internet, the people that, the internet is a place where you're only supposed to find other extremists, right? We're all crazy extremists, apparently, right? So I expect to be able to make those jokes and you guys to get it, whether I'm saying, because I hear the same story a lot. I'm not a unique individual by any means. Specifically Royce. I remember him. And Mersh. I remember relating to them a lot when they were just saying, they used to be liberal when they were in their early 20s or whatever. And it's like, yeah, 100%. It's because you didn't think of things. You just kind of went along and didn't think, and you just assumed that what the adults were telling you was the truth. And that's just a uniting feeling when you hear other people say that. And it's like, hey, that's how I felt, man, and
well, I actually, funny anecdote about that, actually. So I had a similar experience where I didn't really question things super hard, but I still questioned things.
Mm-hmm.
But it mainly felt to I didn't care enough to really look into it.
Sure.
So back in 2008 or 9, in 2009, my school had this LGB, because back then it was only 3 letters, lesbian, bi, straight alliance or whatever. Lesbian, gay, bi, straight alliance. Because that's all there was back then.
Yeah, God bless.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Simpler times. So they had a day of silence where my girlfriend at the time, who was this vegetarian, danger hair, finger bang in the back of my minivan chick, taped her mouth up and wanted me to participate. So I'm sitting in math class and I'm just spacing out because I don't want to be there. I'm like, what am I going to do with the rest of my day? Like, when is study hall? I got to get out of here. And my teacher calls on me, and I just stare at her blankly. And it's not registering that she wants something from me.
Okay.
Or me to read anything. And she goes, "Oh, are you participating in that day of silence as well?" And I immediately snapped out of it and was like, "Oh, no, sorry. I was just regular spacing out. What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything you just said."
Oh, you should have went with the first option.
No, everyone, including her, started laughing.
That's okay. No,
it was super, like, it was a genuine moment of, like, me just being like, I don't even care to lie. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh my God.
And then I answered the question correctly.
The bad luck boys. Hey, what's up there, cats? Cool cat.
Our cats got banned.
Our cats got banned. Yeah, we have 2 cats as well. They're called the Brethren of the Kitty, and we kicked them the fuck out. True Wolf, what's up, Mersh? Hey, missed all you guys, man, for sure. What was I gonna say? True Wolf, what was your story just about? Oh my God. Oh no, I got
silence,
it. When I was in grade
almost
7, in like 1990, our school just other schools got shut down. You know how this goes, right? Other small town schools get shut down. You have to move to the bigger place, right? So
yeah. When they don't have enough students.
Yeah, exactly. That's what was going on in the 90s. So like all these small towns came to our school, and also native students, right? It was the first time we had Indian students in our school, and over the PA system, I was in grade 7 and not in French class, just in regular class. Over the PA system came this thing, Melissa Gugu, please go to the office. And I said, Gugu, and giggled. And the teacher fucking lost her mind. She was yelling she didn't know who said it, and no one narked me out. But she yelled at the fucking class for like 10 minutes plus. I felt like an eternity. And it's just hilarious that her ideology pushed that, because I had no clue that it was a native person or an Indian or indigenous, or whatever the fuck you want to call anyone these days, Like, I just thought it was a funny last name, right? Gugu. Definitely a funny last name.
No, well, you know what's nuts?
Gugu, by the way.
Making fun of people's... Go ahead.
That's it. But she was the one that was so butthurt, and she was some white chick, I don't know, just completely butthurt that I said that, She thought that I was racist, probably, and thought that she was putting on her ideology onto me in grade 7 when I had not the thought in my head.
Well, it's nice to see that even back then you were just this chill, cool stoner musician that everyone liked. Because if no one narked you out, it definitely was because you were just still a cool, chill stoner musician.
Well, that actually I was not at that point, but that was almost a year later. In grade 8, I actually started doing the musician thing. But that year I was a complete dork, trying to find my way, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. And just like most people in grade 7 who were 12 or 13 years old. But Gugu come to the office and you giggle and laugh and say the name out loud, and then the teacher loses their mind. When as a father, oh sorry, I'll just say one thing. As a father, when my kid says bad words, I don't react in the moment. I wait, and then I think like my little guy discovered the word whorehouse recently and hoe, and he said it to me, and he said this girl's a hoe or lived a whorehouse or something, and I didn't. You like that? Did I tell you? I don't think I told you about that, but I didn't react. I didn't laugh. I didn't get mad. I was just like, you know, yeah, just kind of not. And then the next day I said, it's those are the kind of things you can't say outside the house. He's like, I know. But I guess he feels comfortable to say things he's not supposed to from me, but he still knows. He said he knows.
Well, I believe that he didn't hear that from you, but he
No, it was from YouTube. I know what he watches.
He probably heard it from the lovely assistant.
It's not from us. Yeah, I know exactly where he got it from, and I'm not even concerned about that. Fucking kids, I mean, they watch whatever the fuck, you can't control that shit. I watch as much as I can of his stuff, but I know what I was watching and listening to when I was I was listening to NWA when I was his age. So I'm pretty cool when it comes to like hearing him to listen to YouTubers who play Minecraft and curse. You know what I mean? He's pretty innocent.
Yeah,
he's way more innocent than I am when I was his age.
I don't know. Calling people a whore or a hoe and she needs to go to a whorehouse. It could be worse.
It's just like joke kind of people saying words like I don't know that he hears. It's not like they're accusing real people. It's like a cartoon or it's like a game character they're calling a whore or hoe. It's like so when he says that, but I don't react right away. I explain it to him the next day because if you react right away, then you give it so much more power. Like he knows there's things you should say in the house and not in the outside of the house. I teach him that just to save my own ass for school.
Well, the funny thing is I let my son watch. Well, my dad let him watch it originally, but he watched Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
and so his last birthday was like jets and aircraft carrier theme, and he got really into Disney planes. So he was real into that whole thing, but he also picked up some of the language from Top Gun. So there was a lot of like, what the fuck was that? Like,
yeah.
So it was a problem at school for a little while. And unfortunately, kids swearing makes me giggle.
Yeah.
So I had a really hard time with like, not every time he said something. And the funny thing is he used it in the right context.
Yeah, that sucks. It's funnier when they use it like way out of context because then
like he was playing with like a toy tractor in like a combine and like pretending to be a farmer in class or whatever, and like he like ran it over his hand or like something that he didn't want the harvester to go over, the mini harvester, and his teacher literally said she watched him do it and then he went, damn it. Why did I do that? And she said I had to stop myself from laughing. Because it's one thing to say, it's another thing to like use it in the correct verbiage or in the correct spot in the sentence structure.
100%. Yeah, I mean that's the best part about kids is like when they use it all wrong, they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. It's great.
Going back to the Gugu thing, though, I don't understand how a teacher can get upset about that and turn it into something racial because kids that age all make fun of each other for everything, especially last names.
Yeah. Gugu, by the way.
I don't blame you at all.
The teacher was she was placing her own ideology onto me. She thought, I don't know, maybe she was like the closeted racist against Indian people, or Native people, not feather. Thinking that because I had no fucking clue. Why would I? I was 12 or 13 at the most, and It's ridiculous, right? That she get upset, and I still remember that. Do you know how much shit I've forgotten over the years, and I still remember that? Because I believe it or not, I was a very good kid in school and didn't ever get into trouble ever. So that sticks out to me.
Yeah, I got away with fighting people in school for a very similar reason.
Hmm. Well, my dad was a teacher, so I couldn't do shit. You know what I mean?
Oh no, my dad, if I ever got into a improper fight, would absolutely tan my ass. But the thing is I didn't start fights. People just because I was a tall kid, kind of picked fights with me constantly. I guess because that whole they got through. Everyone's full of testosterone and finger banging each other in the pool parking lot, underage drinking. It's a crazy time in everyone's life.
Of course.
So people would get all hopped up on whatever they're on that day and try to pick fights with me, and it never worked out for them. And honestly,
they were hopped up on puberty, sir.
Well, most of the teachers, the funny thing was, confided in like me and my parents later in life that like they would just kind of turn their backs for 5 minutes and sip their coffee and pretend they didn't see anything because they also wanted to smack the piss out of these kids.
Yeah.
So they were a lot of times they ended up using me as like an instrument of like, what's the corporal discipline?
I had my dad as a teacher a couple times.
That's awkward.
Yeah, that was he taught French, and he's an English guy, so no one took it seriously. So it was all right. But
yeah, of course, your dad of all people would be a French teacher. That
don't
tracks.
speak a lick. Don't speak a lick of French myself.
No, like everything you've ever told me about your dad privately, the fact that he's a French teacher, which you've never mentioned before, but that explains a lot of things.
Isn't that funny?
It's very funny.
But so that led to not getting out of line ever at school, right? But when I was in grade 7, it was the last year kids were smoking inside the school. When I was in grade 7 in 1990 or 91, whatever, 89, whatever it was, you could still smoke in this designated area inside the school. Shouting at Clouds asks, "Do I speak jive?" It's like, "Listen here, you monkey. Of course I do, Mr. Clouds. The fuck you on, bitch? Of course I do. This is 1975, and I'm talking straight at you, sucker." Yeah, there's that for you.
Not like. The crazy thing is a couple of years ago, a buddy of mine, I think I've mentioned him before, the one that became schizophrenic,
yeah.
like his schizophrenia really took him over, but he was like a brilliant guy outside of that. He and I were hanging out after a job interview in some, I don't know, town in Missouri. And we went to get lunch, and we went to an Applebee's where we went to the hostess and she's like, "Smoking or non-smoking?" And I'm like, "Come again?" Because it's like 2017, 16, 15, like past.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I know. And he and I looked at each other like dumbfounded and we're like, "Smoking, please."
Exactly. That's the best thing about when we go to Vegas. It's like you could smoke inside.
Oh, it was so novel. Like if I wasn't a smoker, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But like the fact at the time I was still smoking cigarettes semi-regularly, it was awesome, dude. To be able to smoke.
Now that you mention
in between waiting for your appetizer and drinks and stuff,
I'm actually upset that I didn't take up smoking when I was younger. Because when I was a kid playing in bars, I was 15 playing in bars, and people were still smoking in bars back then. It wasn't until 3 or 4 years later that they stopped that, but god damn it, that would have been nice. FTW Nil says he was the small guy that people like to test. Now, I found the opposite. I'm the small guy that people never fucked with because you're small. It's like they don't have a shit to prove, right? I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I think it's divine intervention that you didn't smoke when you were young, because I think you do better as a tenor than a bass.
Nah, ironically. When I was in high school, there was this dorky kid in junior high that everybody picked on. I remember this just like I do, the other the French teacher getting or the teacher getting mad at me for saying goo goo. I was at the lunch area, and this kid, this complete dork, was getting picked on by all these other kids, and I was a couple years older than all of them, and I remember like him getting brutally picked on right there, and I was just like, hey man, you want some help? And he told me to fuck off. So I was just like, okay. And at that point, I was a cool musician guy in high school. And Clint Cody wanted nothing to do with me. I was like, okay, dude, let these guys fucking bust your chops. Go at it, guys. Hey, Corey Flockstra, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Good to
Corey
see you,
in the
man.
house.
Hell yeah.
Was a show.
But you know what, though? That was then. This is now. And we're in a different time.
I don't know. I don't know that we're in a different time so much as people are just retarded.
Yeah, that's no lies detected.
Like I'll give you a good example of this. The vegan stuff is the best example of that. They're so against meat, the chemicals and everything, but it's like, do you have any idea the amount of synthetic chemical processing on an industrial level that has to take place for your food to be a reality? Not to mention just the absolute environmental damage large-scale agricultural does. That's the whole point of farmers buying cattle and letting grass grow up in their fields, is that, you know, it's the rotation of the field, because otherwise you get the Dust Bowl. Like, are you familiar with that part of American history?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like it's a basic agricultural known that you can't just keep farming and farming and farming and farming. And if they get their way, that would be the only way the world could sustain itself. Especially like so few plants have protein in it, and you would have it's not tenable. It's not tenable. So
that seems a
but
little.
They feel they're justified.
Yeah, unfortunately, it feels a little above my pay grade on that stuff. That's the problem.
I'll put it to you this way. Go read the ingredients list in a regular Whopper from Burger King, and then go read the ingredients list on the Impossible Whopper, and you will understand within 5 minutes of doing so.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. God, the last thing I would ever trust is like a fake veggie burger at a fast food restaurant. Oh my God, can you imagine? Holy shit.
It used to, man. Fast food used to be good.
Yeah, indeed.
I still get Taco Bell.
Do you know right now the next song I'm gonna work on? I'm probably not gonna put in this channel. It's probably gonna be for this local food stand called something burritos. Oh my God, I'm so drunk I don't even remember the name. Little sombreros.
Yeah.
Little sombreros. It's gonna be so easy. I already wrote the music. It's 3 fucking chords. EA fucking B.
Well, so you're finally doing what we talked about then.
Well, yeah, but it's still local. It's like, you know, I mean,
that's what we talked about.
yeah,
Like,
and I've
you
known
getting
the-
out there on a local level.
It's just I've known this girl that runs it since she was a baby. Literally, I remember her being held in church when I was a little kid. Anyways,
homie, every famous rock band ever started doing crappy dive bar gigs. You know what I mean? Just like,
sure, yeah.
Quit with the fake humility. All right, shut the fuck up.
No, it's not like that. I mean, look, I play around here with one of the best guitar players I've ever met in my life, and he's well respected. And when I tell people I play with him, they're like, "Oh la la," you know. It's like, "Oh, you're fancy." I have no lack of that. It's just this is just how. I mean, maybe it's a Canadian thing, but we're not allowed to show any kind of hubris, sir. We have to keep it on the down low, and we have to be humble. And it's been so entrenched in us, it just comes naturally. It's the truth. That's the truth.
I mean,
I don't think I'm shit. I know I get some talent, but like I don't think
No,
like,
no, no,
anything,
no.
you know?
But my point is like we've talked about this. You're allowing it to hold you back. There's a certain point where humility is good, but then there's another point where humility is holding you back from achieving your full potential.
Mm.
And you really have to walk that line, especially as a creator of any medium. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is.
See, the irony is the thing that I think is holding me back is not spending the extra like few $100s or $500 or $1,000 to send my music off to a proper studio and get it mixed and mastered. You know, but that's probably the last thing you would probably say if we're talking about this conversation. Is that wrong or?
I don't think you need it. If I'm being honest.
Well, then what are you thinking about then when you like you say that? See, that's
well,
interesting
we
to
talked
me.
about this, just you getting out there and because you can rip off jingles like it's nobody's business. Like just like you said,
Yeah.
you already have the sombrero. You can see it. Like the moment people give
done.
you a set of ideas,
I haven't even started yet, but it's already done.
that's what I'm saying. Like you have an innate talent that most people don't have for writing that kind of music. And what I was saying to you, this was a conversation. It might have been over a year ago now, actually, because I was still on a semi truck, which I haven't been in like a year and a half. So it has been a hot minute. But what we talked about was you writing jingles and doing advertisements for local businesses to help promote yourself because, in my opinion, you really excel in that goofy jingle, like catchy, stick in your mind kind of song. And I mean no offense with that. I really think that is something that you can monetize and capitalize on.
No offense taken. And even Derek Fitzpatrick, what's up, Yeti King, says you need exposure. It's like, well, I mean, I don't have a trench coat, so it's hard to go out and get the exposure that one desires. Sorry, little side note there. Okay. The Jewish is giving me some good, and just like you did I remember that conversation very well, and you gave me some great information, great advice, which I did not really take on the big scale, only on the small scale, as you're hearing with the taco stand. But the Jewish says let's focus on potato sagas. LOL. It's like, well, fair enough. Okay, because that took up a lot of time. All of the potato stuff it took a full month to do all of that stuff. You know.
By the way, the potato stuff is awesome.
And the irony is, I'm like, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, I have to get back to more of just making little stupid videos that I can play on the show. Like, that's what I have to, do to get out of my funk. And when I found that old claymation thing I did today, I was like, oh, perfect. That's exactly the kind of stuff. And when I watched that, when I played it tonight, I was thinking to myself, it's so old school Canadian. Just the idea of that, it's, I don't know. When I used to watch stuff that people made in Canada, like in the 70s and 80s and stuff, that's right there, like
your potato.
No, even just the blue clay with the whistling, with the Beatles whistling.
Oh yeah, no,
that alone.
That,
I should be able to get a goddamn fucking grant from the government of Canada for that alone, or at least in 1984.
You know what's
I would have gotten
hilarious?
$5,000 for that video in 1984.
I was just about to say that your style of how you do that feels like you should be on PBS.
I know, but PBS is by donations only, unfortunately, by the government. Bullshit.
No, I know,
I'm
but it's
joking.
like
government.
I know,
funded.
but it's like it feels like you should be on that though, with your style of humor and how your stop motion, because it is very family friendly, but it is still funny.
I thought the PBS was like funded by the people, but it's mostly government funded. Hey, what a crock of shit.
Oh,
that
it's
is.
all government grants. But like I grew up with bunny ears, man. Like we grew up poor. Like I grew up poor. My entire immediate family, and like so like I memorized. This is how old I am. I memorized all the times every show was on like multiple channels.
Yeah.
And the exact position I had to move the ears to pick them up.
Yeah, the second part is definitely the kicker, because the first part is just like, well, what else were you going to do when you were a kid? If you just knew, it's not even that you memorized it; you innately knew when your shows were on. You just knew that that was the time. It wasn't like you had to like, you know, do any studying. It was just like, oh, I know, because they kept telling you on every break of every other show that was on in the background. They were just like, oh, your favorite show is on at 4 p.m. Blah 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 blah.
Look, man, all I'm saying is Disney made a lot of really good cartoons of their movies back in the day. And Mr. Rogers, Arthur, Saga of China, and Dragon Tales were all hot fire.
Shouting at Cloud says, have you tried telling the government you're Pakistanis? You know, I'm part Lebanese from like a few generations back, so I could probably pull that off. I got enough hair on my chest to pretend I'm Lebanese. So that's pretty
Or
much
Greek.
Middle Greek. Well, I mean, what's, you know, you need to be like a really dangerous minority. You can't just be Greek. Greeks aren't dangerous. You need to be Middle Eastern. Lebanese aren't dangerous either. What you need to be is like, I need to be Iranian.
Greeks aren't dangerous. Yeah, tell that to the Turks.
Yeah, maybe that's just my naivete showing.
Yeah. The Greeks aren't dangerous. Tell that to the Persians.
What, the cats? They wiped out all the Persian cats, did they? Okay, well.
God, I love when you do the dad
cats.
humor. I love when you just hard segue into the dad humor. You're the only person who does that I actually enjoy.
Dad
it.
humor.
You know that. If it was anyone else, I'd be super annoyed.
Well, look, you know what? I mean, I try to intermingle like lightness with the, like even tonight, you know, like the first half I uploaded it where, you know, kind of front loaded it with like Mr. Pettypaw and Duke, knowing that we're gonna watch like people get beat up at a fucking mask thing and bullshit. I like to balance that shit off.
Going back to the getting you out there thing, I feel like, and maybe this is just me, that sometimes your wild talent and creativity gets in the way of you making money with it. Because you're always focused on the creation and like the next creation and like what you need to get out of your head.
Well,
and less focus on like,
the internet,
how do I get
yes,
paid for it?
You're 100% right on the internet. In the real world, it could be more from the truth. I do whatever I have to nowadays. I have a guy who's basically my boss, and he tells me what to do, and I love him. He's this older guy who gets me to do whatever. I play cover songs, record anyone's music that they want to. But on the internet, you're 100% right. I feel like if I don't do anything that's like up to my standards of whatever would be cool, that I'll be mocked and ridiculed because I'll tell you why. It's because of, you know, all the haters out there, and it's not just of us, but you just see how the internet is and how quickly things happen. And
that's true.
I just kind of like, I just want things that I put out to be, even some of the things I have put out, I'm embarrassed by, only because I know that some people might, like the last poker, the song I put out at the poker, I know not everyone will get that, but I love poker, so it's funny to me, you know, and that's one thing where I don't worry.
Not everyone has to get every piece of art.
No.
You know what I mean? Like a bunch of people like the Beatles, and most people, I think, agree now that the Beatles are kind of overrated. Same thing with a lot of bands from that era. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone has to get not everything has to be for everybody, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and the fact is, I have to remember that, like, I love all you guys, and I love the Beatles, and when I hear you guys say that you guys hate the Beatles, I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me in any way. And that's what I have to remember. It's the same as with my music. If people don't like it, then why would I care? Like, I should just fucking... And I
mean, the Beatles have some bangers.
But I've always put out just whatever I wanted to, and it was always very, like, organic, right? So that's why I have no regrets, you know, and that's it, you know? But I should probably keep that in mind, though, that, like, who cares? I shouldn't... Sometimes it does hold me back. Not in the songs as much as... other things, like comedy things, like if I try to edit together just stupid things for the show bumpers or whatever. Anyways, whatever, it's weird. But in real life, especially, I used to be a music snob. I'm a reformed music snob because I do whatever the fuck I have to make money, especially because the guy I'm playing with is like one of the best ever. On the guitar, he's ridiculous. and I respect him so much that, and he does get me some gigs, lots of gigs that are paying, and I'm thankful that he's my boss, and well, he would never think that. He's like my good friend, and I love him, and I can separate the real world from the internet, but yeah, I know what you mean, though. I have that hang up of with my original music, as far as like kind of, I do wonder, not worry, but like what other people think. But do you know what my biggest fuck up is, Mr. Wolf? I'll tell you this. My biggest fuck up was ever telling anyone in my real life that I had this YouTube channel.
Why would you ever do that?
Because it was like 3 people, and now I worry that, like, well, I don't know. I don't know why. It's almost no one, really. It's just Steve McIntyre.
I mean, obviously, you and I know each other somewhat in real life because we've had real world dealings to a certain extent. But it's like that's a whole different thing. We transition from the internet into real. You never do it the reverse. You never suck in your real world into the internet with you. You know what I mean?
It's very few people. I could say it's just so weird how that works. I'm so self-conscious in that regards. It was like 5 people tops. Like Steve McIntyre, buddy, a sound guy that I know very well, who I won't name, and I mean, okay, well, some of the guys in my band who I don't worry. Bill watches. I want Bill on the show, and Jim. I would love to have Bill on the show, and Jim's been on this channel. The drummer, and even Brian,
Super cool fun trip.
Oh, wait, Neil just donated $5. What's Neil gonna say? Probably something offensive. Let's see here. Uh-oh.
Nil donated $5. I'll pay you to do things, big boy. ?
Why is there a question?
There you go. See, you already have one admiring fan. There you go. You need to transition your music career into a budding OnlyFans.
Yeah, thank you, Nil. But I think that you should have had an exclamation point instead of a question mark at the end of that. As far as to be confident in saying, I will make you do things for money. Not like a question like, I will?
I don't know, man. People like what they like. I mean, the people give me shit because I really like Disturbed, because I grew up in that era of early 2000s music like that, and I really like Nickelback.
Skirt.
Disturbed.
Oh, Disturbed. I thought you said skirt. I have to. Sorry. On a side note, our son said skirt the other day, just for the record.
That's really funny.
He's 11. Skirt. I laughed.
That's all.
Very hard.
Look, you don't need to be concerned until you start seeing do-rags appear on a daily.
No, he's into Roblox. It was just internet culture is hilarious the way it infiltrates in different generations, but it has no actual influence. Just they know a word. Right. They have no. Yeah, it's very funny.
No, it's. I mean, it's okay to be part of a gang and participate in gang violence so long as it's in a video game, right? So it's fine.
Exactly.
No, but there's since Daywave is doing the Scamfish things, I don't see a lot of people playing episodes of this guy. But okay, so to clarify, I like Nickelback's music, but Chad Kroeger is a Canadian douchebag of the highest magnitude.
Go on.
And you might consider playing episodes of Nardwuar.
Oh, did Nardwuar talk to Chad Kroeger?
Yes.
Kroeger.
I follow Nardwuar's interviews, and he actually interviewed Chad Kroeger, and it was embarrassing.
Now, True Wolf, you said that you I mean, you don't have to dox yourself, but you live to the closer side of Canada to the, don't you, you're not in the south. You're closer to us than you are.
I'm in the Midwest prairies.
Well, I mean, when you say you watch Nardwuar, that pretty much makes you Canadian.
I feel like Nardwuar is a universal thing. He interviews so many artists that aren't even Canadian. He branched out into the American rap space really well. I don't know.
Well,
I like Nardwuar as a character.
If they go to British Columbia, if you go to British Columbia as a musician, you have to talk to Nardwuar now. It's the official thing. If you don't, then you're not a musician.
There's certain aspects of your culture that I like. Like I like all of the Rossi series of rifles from the 1940s that you guys built. You built some cool machine guns
Back in the 40s?
when you
fuck?
take breaks from sucking dick. So
Jeez, that's like 80 years ago. You had something cool.
I mean,
you could mention the Trailer Park Boys, Kids in the Hall, Norm Macdonald, something in the last century, maybe.
I mean, you guys used to cut down giant trees and build log cabins and shoot grizzly bears, and now you're all talking about like how important it is to suck dick to not be racist.
Yeah, well, down in Florida, they're all freaking out because there's some fed fucking Nazis pretending LARPing as Nazis. You guys are all got your panties bent out of shape, so take that, Biden.
The funny thing is I think the Ray, puts it this way, when the oldest generation currently in the continental northern United States for both Canada and the US, even Mexico possibly, when they pass eventually, you're going to see this wave of people who know exactly who Ray Epps is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to have
it's
going to be Normievilles are going to be based normies.
It's going to be a lot of people going, hey, remember Ray Epps and when the CIA killed Martin Luther King? Or no, who was it?
Well,
no, the
yeah.
CIA killed
Martin Luther
Kennedy, and the FBI killed Martin Luther King.
Oh, I get my alphabets mixed up all the time. I don't know. You could have convinced me the
Anyway,
CIA killed Martin Luther King, too.
I mean, they're all jerking each other off over the table, so, potato, I suppose.
Oh, my God.
But I feel like there's going to be a
should
new
do it.
generation
No, we
of
have
people
to
who
do.
are...
We have to do an episode of Potato because we did the recreating World War II. Now we have to recreate the Kennedy shooting with potatoes.
Dude, absolutely recreate the Kennedy assassination with your potato stop movie.
I feel another month going to waste.
Please make that. I need this in my life. It's fantastic.
No problem. I'll just move the table in tomorrow and start things. Oh my God. Oh, Laura says Degrassi Junior High rules. That's right. Amen, Laura. Thank you. That's right. Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High before Drake got on it. It was great. Yeah, back when Spike got pregnant and shit. Damn right. Joey Jeremiah. I actually had a friend bass player actually, who apparently, supposedly, Joey Jeremiah was at a bar in the city of Halifax. It's close by, a few hours away. And I guess my friend beat him up, threw him over the table. So, I mean, that's cool. That's the rumors. I don't know if it's true. It's like
No, but because I'm a gun guy and also insane, I know the exact make and model of the rifle that was used in the Kennedy assassination. And the scope.
Okay.
And so I can probably find you a miniature potato-sized version
Really?
to mail you. Yeah. Yeah, so you could be more accurate.
Because I swear to God, when after I said that, all I was thinking about was where can I find a little miniature gun that's bigger than a G.I. Joe, but smaller than my hand? Potato size little gun.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, 2.5 inches or something, maybe longer. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to look at 3.
Yeah, trust me, I got you covered on that.
I'm like, how big is my... so we need a gun that's like 25 inches. No, I'm just joking.
More, yeah. Well, if you didn't know this, the gun that killed Kennedy was in fact Italian.
So Italians did it. Gotcha. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Mob connection.
Yeah, the mob, yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of the... Look, at this point, it's like, you assume there was like 3 teams of whatever, who knows, the Cubans, the fucking mob, the fucking... I don't know, whatever. I forget now. It's been so long since I looked into that, but... Anyways. I think he just had a heart attack myself. Poor Kennedy just had a heart attack, right?
Actually, you could go... Okay, so you could go 2 directions with it. You could do the miniature Carcano, or you could build and have a miniature potato cannon. So the potato
my God,
is
come
firing
on,
a
a
potato
little-
cannon to
tiny
assassinate
potato?
potato Kennedy.
Oh my God, that's amazing. The potato cannon, would it shoot a tiny piece of potato, or would it shoot like something even smaller? But just still call it the potato cannon.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to. I mean, logistical
Yeah.
things. You actually you
Just
could shoot a
details,
tiny
details.
carrot.
Yeah, just little details. That's all good. I love it. The potato cannon gets Kennedy.
It's potatoception. Like
President
there's just
Potato.
levels of irony
Oh no,
there.
they killed President Potato. It's President Potato, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot President Potato.
I feel like Eric should be like one of the guards and not the actual president. I don't know, like, because I want to hear him say, "Oh no, they got President Potato." He's like the head guy that gets.
Hold on, shouting at Klaus in the chat just said, "I live in Dallas. Do you want me to meet you on the grassy knoll?"
Yeah, that's right. Okay, is there a potato patch on that grassy knoll? Because if you're growing potatoes there, yes.
Okay,
Amazing.
can I tell you something I want to do now?
What's that?
So remember how you said that you're really worried about people not getting your songs or your jokes because it's about super obscure things?
Sure, sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
I do the exact opposite. I love going way over the top for a joke that only 3 people get.
Okay, okay.
So I might grow patches of potatoes on the grassy knoll in Dallas now. Get it to be a big enough news story where it becomes national news in Texas.
Insane man grows potatoes on the grassy knoll. I can see the news story
Unknown
already.
man grows Idaho
Unknown.
potatoes on grassy knoll.
I love it.
Famous
Unknown.
for the Kennedy assassination, and the only person who's going to get that are you and the other 32 people in this stream right now.
Exactly. God bless every one of you, by the way. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And I actually feel, I swear to God, I feel bad for neglecting people over the last few months or whatever it's been. Almost 6
Don't
months.
apologize.
I know,
Don't
but it's,
apologize.
I have to. I'm Canadian, you know. It's not even about apologizing. It's just about, like, I understand and I respect how hard it is to, like, get any kind of audience, and how, especially as, like, someone like myself who does music, who a lot of people, like, in my position would just kill for even the 32 people, you know, to be there live. And it's, you know, but also I understand that, you know, I needed to take that break and everyone would understand. So, you know, I knew that I left without ill will. So, you know, it's all good in that way. But, like, I did feel bad because I know how it is myself. I get hooked on watching shows and people, and then when they go away, I get sad. But now I understand sometimes why they do go away. But, anyways. But yes, indeed. Let's see.
So I just realized my mic was muted. Hold on. So let me just run you through the happenings of this corner of the internet while you are gone. So Daywave is still extremely homoerotic.
Okay.
Essie got divorced and is now streaming regularly again for roughly 15 hours a day. Frozen Nation is still getting signs at various wrestling shows.
That's one of the things that really amazes me. Like, I love seeing that. That's amazing.
Virgie is having another kid.
Oh, congratulations.
So he's been a ghost in his own server and on his own show recently because he has no free time.
Yeah.
Mersh is still depressed.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
And obsessed with cats.
Yeah.
The Jewess and all of her affiliates are all still wildly anti-Semitic.
Probably.
The closer is still in a wheelchair and funny. There have been a few new additions.
Yes.
We now have someone who is running for, I believe, Congress, who now regularly hangs out with us.
Okay, who's
and
this
is super
now?
cool. So, yeah. So
who's that now? I want to know. These are things I need to know. Who's the politician in the group now?
Her username is Forest Mommy.
Forest Mommy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad name. For a politician? Forest Mommy?
Well, that's her online username. That's not her actual name.
Obviously, but
Oh, sorry.
nonetheless.
Dan's not corrected me. City Council, not Congress. I couldn't remember. Apologies.
City Council Mommy. If I was, you know, doing that kind of stuff and running for Congress or City Council or whatever, I'd probably not use, I'd say at least Mom. Mommy sounds a little, you know, and I hate to say it, just where I have no idea who this person is, and God bless, I'm sure she's lovely.
She is like an e-thought? Question mark? Like I hesitate to say that, but like she's e-thought-ish. She's e-thought adjacent.
Well, that's fine. That's not bad as much as just like the name. You know, if you're trying to be taken seriously, you can get past whatever you did in your past, or even if you're doing it now in your future, in your present, that's fine. But if you're trying to be taken seriously, just cut off that me. You know,
I don't think it
mom.
I don't think it matters, homie. Like YouTubers are unironically running for public office now. Like
I'm
Brandon
old-fashioned.
Pereira, the AK guy, is running for his Congress district in Texas, and actually doing a halfway decent job of providing a challenge to the existing guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, YouTubers are entering politics.
I'm old-fashioned. You
They
know, I
hate
don't know.
government.
I'm just thinking about silly stuff. I'm not thinking about the actual reality. Dan Snot says her name is Jessica Fensk or Fensky. I'm not sure exactly. View says you guys need to stop being degens. Fair enough. But okay, cool. I like to know who's new coming in the community. You know, 'cause
There's a few comings and goings.
Okay.
Uh,
hopefully more comings than goings.
There's a lot of people who have just bounced out, never to be seen or heard from again, probably for the best. So
fair enough.
That's probably the reason you have zero trolls in here is because they're like, well, he's dead.
Fair enough. It's true. Like I said earlier, I thought I took everyone's wrench away because of Larry. You know, just for a little memorial for Larry, just because you know he was the top mod and you know whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That you got back just after that happened.
Well, yeah, so I figured that that would be some kind of something to do. What's up, Amy? How you doing? Nice to see you too, girl. But anyways, I did that. Took everyone's wrench away, just in solidarity for Larry, just for that. And
that's fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, I forget where I was going with that, but that's
He will be missed, man. That hit everybody hard. Like it's.
Him and Kat
Like,
were the only
we-
ones that came on the Cat stream, and my niece now, my 12-year-old niece now heard that he passed away, and she was very upset. It's like when you say that, like it's just so weird how the people you don't even think that it would affect, you know, like
Well, Larry and Marilyn, you know, irate prostate. There's been a couple guys that have like really leave an impact on people, even though you know they're still just on the internet like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a person. I'm alive. You know what I mean? Like it's we forget that sometimes, or I do anyway. You know, like it's just because we're just a voice or a person in the chat. You know, sometimes you take for granted. You know.
Well, look. When I have to put a bullet in you personally, because I can't allow Canadians to continue to exist, and I need to annex your country. When I become ruler of the United States, I will shed a tear.
Yeah.
In solidarity.
Yeah, you'll miss
But
us.
to be fair, at that point, you'll probably be saying thank you because, you know, you'll be forced to transition.
Yeah, it's true. I'll be Stephanie by the end of it, I'm sure. There we go. Indeed. F's in the chat for Larry. It's, yeah. But the conversation did come to that because of saying how there's no trolls in the chat. And it is the ironic thing is that I figured I'd be putting out fires myself all night because of that. But I have not seen one. And whatever, you know, who cares?
Oh, hey, hold on. You've got a bit of a problem. You've got to remove one wrench. I don't know who this
the
the
lovely
lovely assistant bitch is, but you should probably take care of that.
That's true. Look at this here. Remove is managing a moderator. Oh, I can fix you up later. But
Oh,
yeah.
It's good that you're back. I was a kind of a shock, honestly.
Well, it wasn't planned. The lovely assistant just this afternoon was just like, "Are we doing a show tonight?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" No. And then the Smash Mouth guy died, and I looked at the first comment in the chat room, and it said, "Good, he sucked," and I laughed so hard. I was like, "Oh my god, I want to like do a show and talk to people with that." But then the comment got deleted before I could record it. I recorded a bunch of other shitty comments to the everyone seemed to like it was either they loved him like it was their brother or they just couldn't be happy that he was dead. It was actually pretty funny, the Smash Mouth guy. And well, good night, Amy. If you're nodding off, good night. If you're nodding off, indeed.
Doesn't that feel like that's everybody these days, though?
Well, yeah, it's the internet, right? I guess.
Well, not even the internet. It just feels like I feel like people have gotten kind of polarized on like everybody, even people they don't know. Like we used to kind of be decent to one another, and that's just all gone.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to. There's always that thing was you didn't want to speak ill of the dead, but anyways,
Yeah, like everyone's acting like me now, and I'm like, what is going on? You understand I'm unadjusted and insane, right? Like you should not be emulating me going, oh, good. Glad he's no longer breathing my air. That's not something people should be doing.
Oh yeah, do you know what? On a whole other note, our prime minister got divorced since we've, since we've been on last. I mean, that's crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Trudeau got divorced? How did I miss that?
Oh wow, you missed it too? Because we weren't on. And why would you know if you didn't have your Canadian friends to tell you that our gay as hell prime minister with his beard wife actually got divorced?
In fairness, Royce specifically likes taking every opportunity to shit on Trudeau that he
Laura
can.
didn't know either.
I kind of figure I'd heard from him.
B Token is out. Yes, I dare say a lot of people might be after we've been on for a few hours now. Nice to see you too, B Token. Wow, Shouting at Clouds didn't know either. No. I mean, this is like the mainstream news reporting this now. This is not conspiracy.
Yeah, see, like
theory.
everyone's like, I didn't hear, I didn't know. Like it's so it's not
because
just me.
we haven't been around. Wow, we're an
guess.
official news source to a handful of people. Isn't that nice?
In fairness, you're the only guy I know who dedicated an entire song to talking about how Trudeau was Fidel Castro's son.
That was literally one of
and
my
his son.
One of my better sounding songs. I had new strings on my acoustic guitar, and for some reason that song the production wise turned out very good.
Yeah, but I think that song, if you actually pushed it a little bit around Canada, I think it would get picked up into the mainstream because most Canadians, I think, hate Trudeau.
I tried.
At this point.
I sent it to one of the guys once, Derek Rance or whatever. I sent it to him once, one of these popular guys that hangs out with the Raging Dissident. One of the most controversial guys in our country lives in my province. The Raging Dissident. He was during the convoy. He probably suffered the most out of all of them, and he wasn't even one of the organizers, ironically enough. But he was debanked, and he was put in jail for how long? Months. He was in jail for months. Tamara Leach might have been the only other one that had it worse. But anyways, he's from Nova Scotia, which is terrifying because, and I stay away on purpose. This is the thing, right? This is the bottom line why I don't try to push things. It's because sometimes things get close and personal, and when you see people that are in the same province as you talking about these things and getting debanked, and he was so popular, he would be the guy that I would have sent it to, and instead I sent it to one of his lowlings, who I knew deep down wasn't going to do anything with it because he's kind of a dum-dum, God bless him, but there's smarter people in that circle, but I sent it to the dum-dum, and nothing came of it, and because I don't want to actually send it to the people that are in charge, not like, because they're fucking on a list and they're debanked, and I don't want that. It's scary when the reality is your government will.
I think, unfortunately, you're gonna see that more, like a lot more. They
That's the
really want
reality
this
of it.
centralized currency.
Well, it's just the whole system. You know, it's terrifying when you see some guy who all he was doing was he was at the trucker rally, and he gained some popularity from streaming it, and you know, and then all of a sudden he got in their radar, and he, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't really say anything or do anything that was radical, but he got labeled as some kind of a fucking extremist.
Well, shit, you missed
Oh, sorry. Views says,
you
what was the
missed-
song parody? It was the Trudeau one I was talking about. If that was. Oh, what? The Steel Toe plays the Randy Newman lost song all the time. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Derek. Yeah. That's cool.
You missed the verdict of some of the January 4th people stateside.
Yeah. They got
And
some 17 years did Joe
yeah,
Biggs get? I
yeah,
saw that
Joe,
just yesterday.
Yeah, Joe, what's his face, got
Biggs.
17 years in federal prison. So you want to talk about a rough deal.
And that's what it does. I mean, what kind of example does that set for anyone? I mean, it terrifies you, and it is scary when you see people, you know, stuck in jail or debanked or whatever, right? Or vilified in the media on a regular basis, which just people just start to believe it after they hear it enough, you know? Like, I'm sure, oddly enough, I haven't heard Joe Biggs, I haven't heard his name, like, associated with January 6th as much, but like 17 years is a fucking long time. It's so weird. Anyways. Yeah, it's the same bullshit as, well, I mean, we have our shit too, but,
I don't know what it is with me. I know it's terrifying. It should be terrifying to people, but I don't have the same reaction. It just makes me angry and broody, and it just reinforces my decision that the moment I have the availability to start just taking pot shots at people in charge, I'm gonna do so. Like,
well, that's what I've been saying. If the masks come back, I'm about ready to like message my local people and be like, you know what, I kept my mouth shut the last time, but don't expect me to do it this time. You know, I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings, but I'm going to be posting this on Facebook this time. Before it was just talking about it on YouTube here, and even then I would hold back a little bit. Like, I told you what I did, but I didn't bitch about it all the time because I didn't think that was funny to bitch about having to get the groceries ordered online and go pick it up and not being allowed in any stores and not wanting to wear a mask. And I saw that, all the videos of people trying to go into stores without masks and getting beat up, and I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to wear a mask. I didn't want to get beat up for not wearing a mask, so I just avoided it, kept my mouth shut, but I won't this time if they try to bring it back, and I'm fucking pissed.
but yeah, remember when I tried to bully you into letting me help you import firearms?
Yeah, well, look, I don't want any. As much as I respect other people having firearms.
Fair enough.
I was just over in
Fair
Newfoundland,
enough.
and I was speaking with someone who I met over there who, likes to go to a firing range, and I said the next time I go over there, I want him to take me to shoot some guns. I really do. I love guns, and I want to shoot guns, but I just don't want them myself. That's all. Speaking of
Spoken
guns,
like a true
Chuck Norris's
Canadian.
Gun Club
I don't actually
says
want the
welcome back.
responsibility.
Thank you, Chuck Norris's Gun Club.
Are you sure you weren't former Canadian services? You sound exactly like a Canadian serviceman.
I
just really want the responsibility. Let's let the U.S. do it.
It's awful. But I mean, I have this. I think this is more of a personal mentality because of my dad. He used to shoot guns. I guess the dad that I grew up with, and when they adopted my older brother, my dad got rid of his guns, and that was. I don't know, and so I just never grew up in that kind of, thing, the mentality or whatever, or just being around guns. I never did. That doesn't mean I wouldn't want to learn how to shoot.
Oh, yeah, neither did I. My dad hates that I have copious amounts of firearms.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just not my thing. again, just complete respect for the. I wish we had the same kind of laws, the gun laws that you guys did in the States. I wish it was a little more. With us, if you don't.
You know
have
what's crazy? You used to.
Of course, I don't know what happened. I mean, it was in the '90s with the liberals with the gun buyback. Did they strict? I think it's like every government that comes into place, they just restrict the guns just a little bit more and a little bit more until now it's so taboo around here that you're not allowed to blah 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 have one, even though it used to be the most normal thing. Everyone had guns, especially around here, like in the
because you guys have fucking brown bears, which are a menace to all of human society. Not to mention the moose.
Yeah, those moose.
And you have actual wolves.
Well, this is it, and I have this is what I was joking with. Well, I should my aunt over in Newfoundland. She's terrified of house cats, but yet she lives in the middle of nowhere in Newfoundland, where it's just like there's all these animals that can literally kill her, but she's fine with them. But she doesn't like house cats. She's scared of them. Oh, I shouldn't even say that, but she won't be listening. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious.
I disagree. I think you're gonna eventually have like a reverse Thorfinn from the Vinland Saga arc, where you start super like peaceful and calm and non-violent, and then switch to becoming like a born again Viking raider who's just grows a beard, long hair, ultra violent, running in out of a pine tree, jumping out of a pine tree with a shotgun.
Shouting at Cloud
That's what I'm
says,
picturing.
yes, I do want to hunt wild hogs in Texas with an AR-15. That would be fucking awesome. Do you know, when we were in Vegas, I should have went off and shot a machine gun. I think it was a lot of money, though. But anyways.
Shit. You don't even have to pay that much, so long as you can afford an international ticket. I can pick you up from the airport here locally and just take you myself.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good lord. Fuck. Be nice to get into Vegas again someday, but we'll see. Vegas flooding, apparently. How's that for whole wildness?
Oh, it
not
happens
anymore.
every now and then.
Yeah, not right at this very moment. That's the best part about the internet. There's a guy that streams live from the Fremont Street all the time, and you can just go at any time pretty much and see what's going on right down in Vegas. And it looks pretty dry today, but Oh wow, Dr. Cringe spent $650 on ammo in Vegas in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I say, trust me, you're better off coming over here and letting me let you shoot my ammo, because I'll charge you less money, because those machine guns, man, they chew through ammo. Like people, even a semi-automatic, people don't realize. Mersh mentioned it when I first got him his AK, that he's like, wow, it is incredible how fast you go through a magazine of 30 rounds. Even as a semi-automatic, it goes real fast.
Yeah, I would imagine. Hence the
it's over in the blink of an eye.
From what I've seen on video games.
Well, true story. I'm actually trying to make the gun stuff a career myself, so I'm actually working on pursuing that. So one day, God willing, I will be able to legally invent machine guns. At least that's the plan.
Beauty. Invent them.
Yeah.
And
Time
then
will
have
tell.
to take them from your cold, dead hands.
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it like that. Maybe could you take it from my lukewarm hands?
I don't know if it's always cold. I guess that the body's been sitting around for a while. But the Jewess has never been to Vegas. Well, that's good. I mean, look, I went there when I was weak in my younger days. Don't go there to Sin City. That's where Satan lives. It's the evil playground of...
But if you do go down.
Don't go to the Strip. Go down to Fremont Street. Well worth it. Look, I'm probably going to sign off here, though, True Wolf. Before
No, I've overstayed my welcome anyways.
It's not about that. It's just about me not wanting to make a fool of myself on the first day back. Me being too out of it on the third hour.
Oh, I got you. You have been hitting the whiskey and.
Well, I stopped drinking a while ago,
the
but
hashish.
But it's the lateness. It's the time that's getting me. Semper Reloaded is pointing out that IT is up late. It's true. I get up at 6, 7 in the morning usually, and I'm in bed by 10:30, 11 lately. So I'm gonna have to readjust my sleep schedule if I want to.
You're a good boy.
If I want to start doing the show, you know, and keeping with it, I'll have to, you know, not to.
Being, you know, final thoughts before I bounce out. Speaking of Vegas, the one thing that struck me as the most memorable when I drove through Vegas was just how accurate that Fallout New Vegas actually laid out the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, did they?
Like
I see. I've never played the game, but...
and all that stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally was driving through. I was like, "Wait a minute! I know where I am. I recognize that."
Isn't that
It's
crazy?
like, holy crap!
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was kind of wild. I was like, "Holy crap! This video game just realistically depicted the Las Vegas Strip if it got hit by a nuke that was abandoned for like 300 years."
Wow, I've never
It was
never played the game, but you know, I'd love to see that now that I
Go play it. It's if you play one Fallout game in your life, just let it be New Vegas. You'll
New
enjoy
Vegas.
it. There you
Well-
go. There's a cheap idea for a game stream.
See, I want to play Old Vegas. Can I play like Old Vegas from 1942 or 1949, where Frank Sinatra is just a little kid and he's just barely singing there and getting laid around the first like couple casinos in Vegas? That's where I want, like Old Vegas, GTA Old Vegas, where you're stealing like Model Ts and you got Tommy guns and you're just like, see, get away from my dame. Man.
The closest game I can think of to that is they made a detective game that was a lot like that. But I think it takes place in Chicago.
Yeah, fair enough. That dame's got too much ankle showing, see? Let's shoot her. Cool. Nice. Oh, well, look, it was nice talking. Good talking to you, man.
I'll let you go. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes.
Welcome back yet again.
Thank you very much. And, yeah, we'll be around.
Godspeed, sir. I'll talk to you later.
You too, man. See you, man. Oh, well, there you go. Look at that. Cool. And the gang. Let me get out of here. How do I disconnect? I'm a moron. That's how you disconnect, baby, like a boss.
Oh.
I disconnected like a boss. Okay. Well, on that note, that was nice to talk to him. It's been a while. And just, you know what? Now I'll tell the joke now. Nicholas Fuentes, everybody.
You broke the... Wow.
Well, I just told everyone who he actually is. We were just actually, for the last hour, we were actually talking to Nick Fuentes, the one and only, who pretends he's True Wolf, and then when he, you know, he doesn't tell anyone, but because he doesn't want to blow his cover. But I just did because I'm drunk and I don't give a shit, so there you go. But that should give you a hint to who did the voice for that video that I put out there a long time ago. Anywho, I know people were conjecting, you know, wondering who is that now. Okay, it was very nice to see all you guys too, every last single one of you, and yeah. Wait now, how should we end the show? By the way, any song requests or just play some instrumental music here?
All of them.
Any song requests or should I just play some instrumental?
I want Money Plane.
Money Plane, she says. Okay, well.
Super cool fun trip.
Uh-oh, Semper Reloaded.
Super
What's
cool
he doing
fun
over there?
trip.
It's perfect. I'll be able to...
Semper Reloaded donated $3. Mafia 2 is the game you were describing.
Oh, Mafia 2. I see. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because it would be cool to, to see a game that laid out Vegas. Like, especially, I'd love downtown Vegas to see. I would love... Oh, yeah. We've been there a few times, and that's the only place we don't... We went to the Strip once or twice just to say we went there, but when we go there, it's like downtown. We could just stay there all day and night. That's where we hang.
So much cheaper.
Cheaper and fun, and there's literally when we started going there in 2011, there was still dust of Frank Sinatra there, and because they hadn't cleaned the Golden Gate since then, you could tell the pipes, the sinks, everything was just from the 30s, and that's where the magic is in Vegas. It was. Now it's all renovated now, but still downtown, still has, you know, the traces of dust are a little less. But anyways, thank you, Semper. Money Plane. Look, it was great to see you guys, and appreciate. Yes, you made a young girl very happy. How about that? You guys can pat yourselves in the back for making the lovely assistant a happy assistant. And on that note,
I don't give a fuck who's on that
what?
plane.
You don't?
I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I am Darius Grouch the Third.
Good night, everyone.
I am taking down the money plane. Now bring me my money.
Watch that arm.
Call the money plane. Some of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet are on that plane, all craving action. Whatever you want to wager on, Money Plane has you covered. You want to bet on a dude fucking an alligator? Money Plane.
The stakes are high above the clouds. Illegal gambling's all around. Step aboard, you're on the money plane. If you ever wondered if this guy could fuck an alligator, well, just put your money down. Let's see what happens later. Here comes the money plane, straight to release. Here comes the money plane, that classic masterpiece. Here comes the money plane, all full of cash. If you want to see who shits the most, well, you can bet your ass we got the edge. And praise your crane, gonna rob that flying plane, soaring through those lawless skies. Money plane, it's a way of life with Charlie Sheen's our ex-wife and some guy that looks like D.L. Hughley. Money plane, get out the way before Kelsey Grammer makes you pay. I thought he'd make a more convincing villain. Money plane, got Thomas Jane, that just seems kind of insane. I guess those parts, they just stopped coming. I don't want to give the plot away, but there's some money up on that plane, and everybody wants to get a piece, and everybody gets a roll. So even washed up teen star Joey Lawrence makes a cameo. Whoa, the money plane, we only go one way. When you're riding on the money plane, we only go one way. On the money plane, we only going one way. When you're riding on the money plane, whoa.
It's called a money plane.